Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the watch-along party for the Warhammer preview at Adepticon. Woo! How is everybody doing? Are you guys having a good evening? I'm bummed that I can't be at Adepticon, specifically live in person, but I can hear myself in the other room. My goodness. All right. All right. So I'm sad that I can't be at Adepticon live. However, as per usual, we're going to have a watch along party because that's what we do when we can't be there live, right? So today we're going to be hopefully getting some cool new reveals from Games Workshop. I've heard rumors. And normally I don't super pay attention to rumors. Robert Dresser, welcome to the Hobby Night Legionnaire. Thank you for becoming a YouTube member, sir. Thank you. So I've heard rumors, and normally I don't really pay attention to rumors too much because I don't like to give too much credit to them and just support leaking because I don't know. It's a practice that I don't necessarily agree with. However, it still happens, and I still happen to hear about it. And what I've heard is that potentially, we might be seeing Guard, the Imperial Guard, come back in and actually get a 10th edition codex, which potentially means that we might see some new miniatures. So what other things do you think that we might be seeing at today's preview? In a moment, as people come in, I do want to watch the little preview ad here because I don't remember if I have or not. And so I figured, why not? We can watch that before we get started. But I do have the Twitch page up, and I will be refreshing it every now and then and pausing that video immediately to check and see when they come online so that we can watch this. If you guys end up, no guards, just rats. Oh my God, pain. If we got Skaven Guard, I would be so hyped. I did see a sneaky sort of Skaven themed preview. So maybe we are getting Skaven Guard of some variety. Oh, I hope so. I would just be happy with rats. No, I think that was specifically an Age of Sigmar preview, though. The Skaven one, I think, was specifically Age of Sigmar. So who knows? But regardless, I like the idea of Skaven. Are you getting echo? Oh, because of previously when we had the sound too loud. Understood. Are you still getting echo now? You shouldn't be. Oh, Robert, thank you so much. You think you're going to see some new Skaven? Yes. I hope so. We did get that miniature little Skaven preview.
I was going to drop your gain a tiny bit.
Okay, no problem.
That should help a bit.
Yay! Excellent. Hopefully no more echo. Okay, cool. Perfect. Good. All right. Well, I see that there's actually quite a few of you already in chat. Hello, by the way, to everybody who's chatting. There are so many of you that I don't know if I'll get to say hi to everybody, but I'm going to try to go through Toy Painter, Hunter, Payne, the Master Ninja, Skaven King, Mike, Red Panda 7, Robert Dresser, of course, our newest Hobby Night Legionnaire, Havman, hello, False, Aesop, welcome, Thomas Dahl, welcome. I believe, did I get everybody? Chris B, Symbiosis, let's see, I got Master Ninja, Mike, yes, okay, cool. I think I may have called out everybody who's been chatting already. Hello to you all, and to everybody who's not chatting, to all of you who are just lurking, hi to you as well. All right, let's go ahead and watch this video and see what we might be in store for, because I like I said, I can't remember if I've watched this or not, so let's go for it. Whoa.
I'm Lewis, and I'm
Hi,
here
Lewis.
to invite you to join me and some awesome guests for our brand new Adepticon preview show. We'll be showing off loads of game systems, including Warhammer Age of Sigmar, Warhammer 40,000,
Okay.
Warcry,
Cool.
Warhammer Underworlds, Warhammer the Old World,
Yeah!
Team, and
See?
more.
Sweet.
You don't want to miss it.
Kill Team and more. Does that mean Blood Bowl? Does that mean other things? What else does that mean? I'm excited. It's pretty standard. Let's be honest. It's pretty standard for a Warhammer reveal, but when is it not? They tend to cycle between Blood Bowl, Warcry, Underworlds and like some other tertiary game systems like Horus Heresy. Like we're not seeing, they didn't say Horus Heresy on there, did they? Hello, Lindsay, welcome. Mew5U, hello. Ooh, are they potentially announcing a new edition of Age of Sigmar? Are we due for a new edition? I guess we would be. We haven't seen a new one, and they have gone through a huge number of the what do they call them? Battle tomes, because they don't call them codexes, of the battle tomes recently. So yeah, maybe we are. That's pretty cool. You're right, false. Oh my god, those gnomes were so precious. It's definitely a group that I'm looking into. Although I have been looking at Red Panda 7 actually has like a huge amount of Blood Bowl models for sale, and I'm looking at potentially getting some of those because holy cow. It's many of them, and I love those models so much. They're so cute. Let's watch again. Like, did it say Warhammer? Oh yeah, we are. Okay. Plus exciting teases. Okay, so we're not getting straight up full on reveals. We're getting teases for Necromunda and Horus Heresy. What would I swap? Personally, because I don't play Warcry really at all, I would swap Warcry with either of these two and just get a tease of that. But I don't think Warcry has actually gotten anything for a while, so I'm completely understanding that they're going to give it some spotlight here. And I hope it does. I hope it gets a good spotlight. I hope it gets something cool. I don't know if somebody asked me earlier, I can't remember if it was in a comment or if it was like in a message or something, but somebody asked me, Angela, do you think anything's going to be able to top your excitement for the Night Lords Kill Team reveal that happened like 1 or 2 previews ago? And I was genuinely thinking about it. I'm like, I don't actually think there is, except for them announcing like just a full on, here's a Night Lords full army. Like, we're just doing everything. We're giving you like Terminators, but they're specific to Night Lords. Like, it would have to be a full sweep of new miniatures. And I think that's the only thing that would actually 100% get me hyped. You think we're 100% getting AOS 4? Sick. Well, that's going to be really cool. I mean, they did call out Age of Sigmar. Like, when we watched the video, they did call out Age of Sigmar first. And normally they tend to focus 40k because I just think it's tends to be the bigger draw for just, I don't know. I think the US still likes 40k more, and I do think the US still dominates a lot of the product dictation of like what direction they're going and like what they focus on, because it is such a robust community over here. So I am surprised. Like, I would not be surprised. The fact that they focused Age of Sigmar first, they called that out first, I am inclined to believe you, Robert. Hello, Wraith Mace! The zombie cat was great. You're right. I don't know. I should do a compilation of all of my excited gasps and like squeals during all of these previews, and then we can vote on them and see which one. We can tier list them of which one was the top excitement versus not. Emperor's Children. You're right, Robert. You are correct. If they gave us, on top of Night Lords, if they gave us a full-fledged, I almost said Night Lords again because listen, I'm stuck on bat ears, okay? Emperor's Children, yes. Would totally take that. I'm just going to pop over here and make sure they're not going. Nope, we don't care about that. Okay, they're still offline. They should be starting at 8, if I recall correctly. Yeah, so they're starting at 8, which is why we're started a half an hour early. And yeah, like, oh my god, if we got Emperor's Children, that'd be so cool. If we got a proper Snake Butt Daddy Fulgrim, I would be so pleased. Like, not to say that the Fulgrim that we got isn't cool, don't get me wrong, but I want transformed demon form Fulgrim with snake ass a la Marathi. I know they can do it because they made Marathi, so like give it to me. I don't think we're getting it this stream though either. I think like I feel like they would give a bigger lead in. There'd be more pomp and circumstance. I would hope that they play into the excess that is Slanesh and She Who Thirsts, and like give more pomp and circumstance to that kind of announcement coming, and make it real gosh darn obvious. What makes you specifically think it would be the December-January timeframe, Red Panda? I know. We're totally... It is going to just end up being, like, we're going to get a bunch of more Space Marines announced. Although, the expectation is Guard. So, like, if we get a bunch of cool new Guard units, I'd be fine with that. If we get, like, a variety, kind of like how we've gotten the kill team of the Kriegsguardsmen, if we got further Kriegsguardsmen units, as well as, like, other, like, unique units to, like, Catachan or... Cadian, they already do for us a lot, but, like, any of those, like, if the ones that are less prolific already amongst all of the miniatures, I'd be into that. That'd be hype. That does make sense. That's fair. And I completely would believe that they would stick to a schedule and everything, so I could see that. It's going to be cool if they are releasing Age of Sigmar 4.0, which I'm very convinced just based off of y'all's text in the chat and everything, that's probably what we're going to see, which is sick. I do expect it will be a summer of Age of Sigmar, which is very cool. Very, very cool. So, since Age of Sigmar 4.0 might be announced, what is your expectation then of the starter set? Because there's always a 2-player, starter set. What do we think we're getting in the 2-player 4.0 starter set? Is it going to be something that's going to make me want to get it? Why I'm asking. Ooh, you think it's going to be Skaven versus Stormcast? Okay, if Skaven are... Ooh, that explains the Skaven... Lindsay. No. Hello, Rob. Welcome. If it is Skaven versus Stormcast, damn it. That will make me want to get it. I love the Skaven. I hope they're cool looking. God, I really hope they're cool looking. I love the Skaven. They're so cute with their little faces, their little rat faces. Yes, let's get a big, like, ogre rat centerpiece. That'd be sick. Ooh, or a big, like, catapult. I take that. Oh, yeah, let me pull up the, let me also check and make sure that they're not live yet.
Get $100 back instantly.
Wait, they might be. All right, I'm going to just mute them for a second so that you guys don't have to listen to this stupid ad. But I'm going to leave it on so that I know when it ends. Ooh. All right, let me put them back on. Let me know how their volume is and whether or not it's too loud for you or anything. Havman, I'm so glad that you enjoy the watch-alongs. No worries about never having played. You absolutely do not need to have played to be able to come and enjoy these streams, so I'm glad that you have been able to do so. And I hope that you end up getting excited for some of the things that you see here today. There's probably going to be some cool-looking miniatures, and if what everybody's saying is true, we're getting some beautiful, squeaky little Skaven boys, and I am excited. Yes. Oh, yes. They're gonna be so cute. I hope they have good capes. Skaven should have good, like, cloaked heads and capes. I'm fine over the music. It's good on your end. Okay, perfect. Thank you, false Aesop. Rob, you also haven't played either? Sweet, that's no problem. Honestly, you don't have to play. Sometimes just enjoying the hobby is good, and sometimes just enjoying the lore is fine too. Like, I've met plenty of people who like Warhammer, have read plenty of the books, but haven't never touched any of the game systems or even built any of the miniatures. They're like, nah, that side's just not for me, but I certainly love the lore. That's the beautiful thing about it. Hello, Manuel. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good, would it be morning? Is it early morning for you in Spain? Jeremy, I know. I want Emperor's Children too. We all want Emperor's Children. Deep down, Slaanesh inside of us all is screaming for it. But clearly the folks over at Games Workshop have some very, very powerful, like, psychic blockers, I guess. What's the thing that goes around the shields? What's the shield that goes around the ships that I'm, like, want to call a stellar field, but I don't think that's correct? What was that? Geller. Okay, that's why. Stellar, Geller, same thing. So they have a really strong Geller field around HQ where they can't hear our psychic screams of desire for Emperor's Children. And if we can just break through that somehow, maybe if we pray to Slaanesh harder, it'll happen, but who knows. It's 3:46 a.m. for you there, sir? My goodness, power to you. I hope you immediately get some sleep after this. Thank you, yes. Gellerfield, yes, thank you. I love big stompy robots. That's why I've been playing so much Helldivers and taking on the automatons. But I also have been going after the bugs just as often, let's be honest. Because who doesn't love killing some mids? They worship the false god. You're right. They worship the corpse god. If only they knew. If only they knew. 4:47, is that like AM in South Africa? Lindsay, my goodness, both of you are in up very, very early in the morning. Oh man. Okay, so we know what we expect to get for 40k, and I feel like we know what we are kind of expecting to get for Age of Sigmar. God, I hope it's a cool set. Okay, we've talked a lot about Skaven too. I do hope that we get some cool Stormcast Eternal. I've liked the modern direction they've started to lean into for the sculpts for those, so I'm excited about both. Oh, that's gonna be so cool, Robert! Oh, hell yeah! You have to put capes on them if you're making them Helldivers. Good afternoon, Jeremy! Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day in New Zealand. Oh, Hunter, my goodness. Starting it early then and going straight into work afterwards. That is going to be... I hope you power through it. Make sure to caffeinate yourself. Make sure to also just keep yourself hydrated. Get some water in you. Don't just overdo the caffeine. Do stay hydrated normally. There you go. There you go. Whiskey to get you through it, Rob. There you go. I've got water. I've got water myself. It's a little too late into the evening for me to do any soda right now because I will be just too wired through the rest of the night. But we're good. we're gonna get another, yes, as everybody needs another Marine commander, another Marine lieutenant. We don't have enough of them. Okay, but back to my question. So we know what we think we're getting for Age of Sigmar. We know what we think we're getting for 40k. What do we think we're getting for Kill Team or Warcry? Helldiver Skaven. Ah, yes, you could give them little helmets. Cromlech actually has some resin Helldiver sculpted helmets that are to, I think, some of the ones that you see in the modern game, or at least they're close enough to it. And so you could put little ears on them and like kit bash the Skaven together using those. That way you could still use like the Skaven cape and like normal body, but give them the little helmets. Oh my god, 4 monsters a night? Hunter. I mean, I drink a lot of Mountain Dew, so I can't really, like, speak to it that much, but mine are the minis. Like, I do, like, the mini cans. Like, monsters are fracking huge. I would be so wired. I also can't drink monsters. They're actually weirdly too syrupy for me. Which is so weird, again, because I drink so much Mountain Dew, but, like, I just can't. Like, energy drinks are way too sweet, way too syrupy. Ooh, a new Votann kill team would be great. That would be cool. Sisters of Silence, I would love to see. Do you think we're gonna finally get out of Gur then, maybe, Red Panda? Since we've been in there for 18 months. Like, that would be cool. I would love to see some new terrain come in. I do like, that's one of the things that I really compliment Warcry on continuing to do that I feel like sometimes I don't see from the other systems. Maybe with the exception of Necromunda, because Necromunda tends to get a little bit more play variety when it comes to its terrain, but like Warcry really gets to go out there and do some interesting things because they lean a little bit more into the chaos, a little bit more into like the natural environment, whereas 40k is just so unfortunately consistently Imperial, right? Like they're just like, let's give you 1,200 different ruined buildings for the Imperium, and I'm like, that's lovely, but maybe we could get some Eldar or like literally any Xeno anything. That'd be sick. I'd love it. So seeing something Votann specifically would be cool. In like, if we got some like Votann specific stuff in the Kill Team box set, that'd be great. And then Warcry, I'm hoping to see new terrain set. That would be also really cool. You're right, boarding action was at least a nice deviation from some of the standard 40k terrain. But they still just tend to lean on the Imperial iconography and, like, mechanical vibe. We don't really go even into, like, chaos that much. Like, they do some. They give you hints of it, but they never really push it. I want to see them do something really cool that's actually interesting Tyranid terrain that gives you a lot of slime options. Because I just feel like Tyranid goop and biomass would be very sticky and goopy feeling, right? So like, give me some cool drippy terrain. And they just, I don't know, I don't expect them to actually do that. Space lizards would be amazing. I would love for them to give us new Eldar that was them on the primal worlds, but having to go into space for whatever reason, and they brought their dinos with them so that we could have dino riders in the game again, like Eldar dinosaur riders. Just give it to me. Give it to me, put it in my face, I'll buy the army immediately. Yeah, spawning pools and like that kind of stuff would be amazing. And I feel like there was a point where they like started to, and then they just completely pulled back on it. And I don't know if that's just because it was horrifically unpopular, or they were just like, screw it, we just are gonna keep our lives easy and only do Imperium, or what. But it's unfortunate.
I think they pulled back on it when they had the initiative for a hot minute, you'll recall, where they were going to have players bring the terrain with data cards.
Oh yeah, I do remember that like
3 months.
Yeah, that brief period.
Then I think they were like, oh shit, no one likes this, and pulled back.
You're right, terrain doesn't sell as well, but which just sucks because personally, terrain is one of my all-time favorite things to paint. I don't actually do it very often, despite me saying that. Although, that is something that's probably going to change here in the very near future. However, I really love terrain. I think it's so cool. Like, it's just so awesome. And yes, you were right. We got 4 minutes. 4 minutes till we start. We are open with this, so we should be good. Let's see what's their chat doing. Yeah, their chat's going, so. The show is canceled due to the rats was the first thing I read. Amazing. Could you imagine if they like actually trolled everybody with that and did have a trailer set up that was like showing the live action casting team and then cutting to like rats overtaking them and then cutting the stream, like acting like the stream got cut or something? That'd be so clever. They would never do that. That would be way too clever for them. Oh no, Red Panda, how much? You have so much to get rid of. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, if they gave us a Henry Cavill figure, all of his fanboys would just, like, they would explode. They would explode and immediately throw money at the screen. It would be hilarious. Ooh, that would be cool for Necromunda. Some corpse starch plants. I like it. Yeah, I also will admit that while at first I did think the gnarlwood was pretty cool because I'm like, oh, very nice and organic. I do feel like they've been there for a while. And okay, this is a hot take potentially, but as much as I love the fact that the sculptors who work for Games Workshop can do all their work digitally, and they have the ability to save brushes, which gives them a lot of flexibility and ease in being able to duplicate and create icons and textures extremely easily because they just literally save it. So like, I bet you there's a brush, for example, for the fur textures that we see on everything. And the reason I know this, and can definitely say that it's probably true, is that if you look at the fur textures on everything, they're fucking identical. And while it's great that these things have sped up the process and made certain things really easy, I also feel like there's a certain level of laziness that we see out of design sometimes. And the trees are another example of that. I feel like they just have a couple of like bark pre-made brushes and they're just copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. And they end up looking very, very samey because they're not actually going in and taking some time to make them a little bit unique after they've just attached them all. And like, it bothers me, but on one hand, I know that that's what's allowing them to produce miniatures on the capacity and like speed at which they are already. And I do appreciate that because I do like seeing a lot of new content coming out like that feeds my plastic greed goblin that lives inside of me that wants more and more and more, right? But on the other hand, I miss some of the, like, even though they're sometimes fugly as sin, some of the old world sculpts on those, like, metal miniatures and, like, the really old plastic miniatures, and even sometimes the old resin miniatures, like, they were a little bit more unique because you knew the artist was, like, hand doing those sculpts. So there was always going to be a little bit of that vibe. And now they just feel so stiff sometimes because of the copy-paste nature. Oh, yes, Havman, sorry, I missed your question. Terrain generally is sold separately, but you can get some of it generally in starter sets. All right, guys, they are beginning Adepticon Warhammer preview. Let's go! Immortality is a curse.
Hello and welcome to the Adepticon Preview Show 2020.
Let me know how they sound.
And I'll be your host for this brand new show, bringing you all the latest releases from the Warhammer universe. We've got announcements from Warhammer Age of Sigmar, Warhammer 40,000, Warcry, Warhammer Underworlds, Warhammer The Old World, Kill Team, and loads more.
Yeah, woo!
With that in mind, we've called in our top team of Warhammer presenters to talk to the fabulous people at the studios to give you the lowdown on what's on the way for your favourite games systems. And boy, have they been busy.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, let's get started with our first reveal.
Immediately jumping into it. I love it. You can barely hear them. I'm turning up desktop. Let me know how that is. Ooh. Ooh, hoo, hoo. He's handsome. I like them. The Raptors are cool. I do always like the big chonky backs, like the jump packs. All right, are those new possessed? Because some of these aren't looking specifically new. So the one thing I'm partially confused on is whether or not those guys are actually new.
The long war is going to be fought with renewed vigor with the return of the Chaos Space Marines. Now, thanks for joining us. We've got Stu and Josh from the Warhammer studio here. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Let me know if they're still good or not.
Forces as well. Tell us all about them.
Yeah, so 2 Chaos Lords, a return of a popular kind of fan favourite in the Chaos Lord Jump Pack. So he comes back in a battle force with some Raptors and a load of other Chaos Space Marine stuff. And then we've also got the other battle force.
It is nice to see, isn't it, Ryan?
Multi-part Chaos Lord with all kinds of different options. He's got Demon Hammer, he's got Axe, different pistols. So yeah, very exciting.
That's so cool. And 2 battle forces as well.
2 battle
in the
forces.
same release. There's too much chaos for one box.
There is too much chaos for one box. And we also tried to make sure that both of those
Got it.
boxes
They are
can be
turned
slightly
up. Let me
different
know.
Miniatures collection. So actually, if you want to go
If that is better, if I need to crank them a little bit more.
Collection of Chaos Space Marines.
That's really cool. Now, of course, no release like this is complete without the Codex.
Sure.
What can Chaos
That's what I
Space
thought. They
Marines
weren't
do
looking
that Space Marines
specifically
expect from the
new
Codex?
to me.
Like
They
lots
just
of
looked
credits
slightly
recently,
bigger to
We've
me.
refreshed all the background. We've added a load of stuff from the events of the Arcs of Omen, so the return of Vashtor, and his pact with Abaddon to finally try and get closer to overthrowing the rule of terror. His planetary engine.
They're definitely
long
getting
range
closer
battle
to
space.
overthrowing the
So
rule
some
of
more
terror.
adventures of Vashtor. A load of great rules content as well. So 8 new detachments, I think, Josh, isn't it?
8 new detachments.
Wow.
So I think we keep the index attachment, but that's been updated, and then there's now 7 new detachments, depending on however you want to play. Do you want to play with a cultist horde? Do you want to play with all your demon engines? Do you want to play like that?
Little bit
the
more?
Adepticon
Okay.
Style, which is all infiltrating and sneaking up on people. Whichever your style is, there's a way to play now.
That's fantastic. So whichever army you've got, you can sort of switch
All
between
right, let me
detachments
know how
and play
that
the way
is.
you want to play. That's cool.
Yeah.
An entire army of expendable cultists. Sounds awesome.
There is an entire army of
There is,
expendable
yes.
cultists, yeah.
I mean, that's how I would end up
There's
playing
also-
them if I ended up playing
There's also others,
Chaos
as
Space
Josh
Marines.
said, that kind of lean into a particular style that we associate with some of the legions. So there's a kind of
No,
sneaky
if you have to
kind of
rebase
alpha
them all,
legion-y
that's
kind of
that.
one.
I'm not
There's
gonna lie,
another one
Ryan.
that
I
allows
have
you
a
to play kind of
feeling
tanks and siege engines,
that
which has got a bit of an
potentially
Iron Warriors
might be
vibe.
what you need to do.
But if you want to play a Night Lord siege force, knock yourself out.
Any word bearers in that book, guys?
There are word bearers in that book.
Jeremy, you're probably right. We are probably going to be getting a Chaos Space Marine Codex,
That
which is
detachment
nice.
really
Very
focused
nice to
on,
see.
the one from the Index really leans into their kind of.
You know, I've actually never
Chaos
looked at
Cultist
Vashtor's
from
rules.
Marks.
I'm not
So
surprised
that
if
was
he's
a
not
great
the
way to
best.
represent the word bearers.
Cool. Can Chaos Space Marine players still make dark pacts with the gods?
Yes, they can, yeah. And that's all the detachments still can. So that
cool.
isn't locked to just the word bearers. The Dark Pact is their army ability. So you still have that. You can still go for your
Alright, so you can still do
lethal
Dark
sustained
Pacts.
hits, so that they'll still be enjoying that ability as they go for the
We really wanted to make sure that the whole Chaos Space Marine army has a very different feel to the Loyalist Marine armies. Fundamentally, they're all like big, dudes in power armor, right? So how do we make those things feel differently? Really leaning in from the Chaos Space Marines to the fact that they are empowered by the Dark Gods. They make those packs,
I would
both from
love
rules
to
point of
see
view,
a
but also,
specific, like,
the miniatures
traitor
themselves,
guard
they don't just look
subsect
like
in
Space
one of
Marines
these
that have gone
books
evil.
where you really got to
They're
lean
kind of corrupted by the
into
war,
to that
infused with
side
the
of
dark
chaos,
powers. So I
rather
really
than
wanna
it
do
just
that across
being
everything,
pure
the artwork,
either
the
demons
rules,
or
background
the
sections,
Marines.
photography, really trying to capture.
Like, I mean, you get the Dark Commune,
glory
which
of
is
chaos.
cool, and the cultists are,
Fantastic.
you know, of course, there,
I'm
but
excited. So going back to the two battle forces we've got, so the Dread Talons really appeal to me because I have a penchant for close combat, I think it's fair to say. So tell me about that set.
That one would be perfect for you, Si. It's really close combat focused. You've got the new Jump Pack Lord with his Raptor Bodyguard. You've also got the
that's
Demon Prince
cool.
in there. You can build that as a Wing Demon Prince. So again, super fast, super fighty. And then the rest of that box is rounded out by a Cultist Horde, the Accursed Cultists and Cultists, kind of at least something that can hold on to the objectives that you've fled past. And you're
I don't.
you're on
Okay, so
rushing
while
charge. So,
Raptors
yeah,
are
great box
cool,
I
for you.
like expendable.
the
core for my
poses
army.
that their models have, because they're going just straight up, and they're all just sort of standing on a little, you know, tactical rock.
Space Marine force, right?
Yeah, so that one you have your
It looks
Kessel on foot,
stiff to
and then
me.
You've got the Legionaries in there, which
I
you
would
can join,
love
or you
Night
can join
Lords.
His chosen as his elite bodyguard. And you've got that
give me Night
Anvil
Lords, it'd be
hammer
so
unit with
good.
the Terminators to control the board. They're not quite as fast, so you're probably going to have to spend a little bit of
Dude,
time.
I know, right? They
Don't die
totally
in
knew
those
this was
quickly,
coming.
Drop them into the heart.
That
really means
Horus,
war,
by
right?
the way,
Yeah,
from
exactly.
Joy Toy.
So either one, very different
My
styles, but you can
goodness,
enjoy them
sir.
both.
He
and they complement each other
looks
as well. So, you know, why not get both?
So there we go. We've got two
gorgeous, and
exciting
I want
battle
him
forces
so
coming up
badly.
very
There's like a
shortly for you
gnat
guys.
flying. Oh, I got
Steve,
it.
Josh, it's been an absolute pleasure talking about this. Thank you so much.
Okay, what are we getting next?
What a way to start, and that's not the only thing from the 41st.
I had a
millennium
gnat
we've
flying
got to
around
show
me
you.
and I
So
killed
don't
it.
go anywhere, 40k fans. There's plenty more where that came
My
from.
reflexes are
Next up, we're
insane.
traveling deep within the mortal realms.
So those look. Oh, this is our war cry. Okay, this is our war cry. I'm sorry, it doesn't look like we're getting out of the Gnarl world yet. Although these are cool. I like these, like corrupted wood elves? Ooh, and Osiarch Bone Reapers. Okay, I feel like I haven't really seen them represented much in Warcry. I do admit, I do like the sort of weird tree walkie thing behind them. The platform. But yeah, I guess I am sorry for all of you who were hoping that you were getting out of the Gnarlwood.
Real
Nope.
soon. You can almost smell it on the air. My
Oh,
name's
yeah,
Nick.
you're probably
Joining
right.
me
It's
is
probably
John from the
Sylvaneth.
studio.
Oh.
John, walk
Robert,
around.
you're probably absolutely
Tell me
right.
about
It's
it.
probably
What have we got?
Sylvaneth.
Okay, so very, very exciting box set. We've got brand new bespoke warbands, both the Osiarch Reapers and the Sylvaneth. In addition to which, we've got the Ravening Narwhal, which
You
is
called
a
it.
giant, horrible creature beast.
Yeah, the Sylvaneth look
Really,
cool.
really cool.
I don't
Very, very
normally
nasty, horrible piece
go
of
for
terrain,
those kinds
which
of
we'll get to
models,
in a little
but
bit.
like
So the
I will
Track
admit
cohorts
these ones
are
look pretty
a
cool.
bit of an oddball one for the Osiarch Bone Reapers because they're effectively exiled.
Hello,
constructs.
Pedro,
So
welcome.
The Osiarch Bone Reapers, very, very little goes to waste. Okay, everything is
Yeah,
built
like
for a
see, I
purpose.
like the
Sometimes
weird.
purpose is punishment.
It looks like it's
Okay,
sort
so
of
each of
a
the
fleshy
creatures
tree
in the
trunk
Tyrannic
walking
cohort, in addition
around
to the
with a little
central
platform
charge,
on it.
Are creatures who are being punished by the
No,
Osiarch Bone Reapers,
W
sometimes
Hunt,
perceived
we're not
so.
going to be getting
So,
anything
we all
from
know
Blood
that the
Bowl
Osiarch
this
Bone
time
Reapers
around,
never flee, never
unfortunately.
retreat, or
They blew
put
their
on the
load
time.
with
Well,
the
that's just
gnomes earlier,
not so. Every
like
now
what,
and again,
last
something
month or
doesn't
so,
go quite
and so we're not getting anything this time around.
Either
Shame, I
it's
know.
your fault,
I
at which
always
point
want
you're
more
to blame,
Blood Bowl
or,
as well,
you know,
but sadly
today it's
no.
your fault, so you're to blame. So what you end up with is a group of very fast, very mobile outriders, and part of the exile is they don't want you around anymore. Okay, so these creatures get sent out into the very, very outer wilds of the various different mortal realms. And in this instance, this particular warband has ended up in the Gnarlwood because no one really wants to
Yeah, I know, me
and
too.
And the Osiarch Bone Reapers are already starting to twitch.
If
a
we
little
had gotten
because
Blood
of
Bowl,
the
W
vast amount of
Hunt,
beast bone
who
that
would
they
you
made,
have wanted
that
to
they made
see?
from. And these are no exception. So they're crazed, ferocious, feral, but they've also got a certain element of clinical, death-like emotionless about them as well. So they're warband.
I feel like we haven't seen a good new Dark Elf
models are
team in
fantastic.
a while. I would have
Models are
liked to
very,
see
very cool.
that.
Have you noticed the single eye?
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Yeah. So that's effectively the
I mean, you're right, Red
Catacombs.
Panda. It
So
was.
not
It
Catacombs
was. The
themselves,
gnomes
specifically looking
were
to them, but their masters
so
can just
cute.
See through their eyes because they're effectively.
And I loved all the animals,
So,
the
yeah, so
variety of just
Centaur-
like
Centaur
animals in
is
there.
charge
Oh, look how
of this,
cool the
and
centaur
it's his
is.
job to kind of keep everything in line and make sure and whip things into the right place. And get things
Dude,
where
that's
they're supposed to
sick
be.
looking.
And The Warband
I have
itself
mixed
has
feelings
unique
about the
mechanics that
Ossiarch
exist
Bone
in
Reapers
other
because
Warbands
sometimes
across
I
Warhammer
love
as
them.
well. So
Sometimes
we're trying to
they're a little bit
investigate
too
different ways of
chunky.
applying,
Normally I like big,
resources that everyone's
thick
familiar with,
models, but
very
because they
familiar. So
are
what they get to is they get to spend
bones,
wild dice when they're using their abilities.
they just feel
so you get a short
too dense, but with little segments going on, and I think it ends up looking a little too busy for me.
That's very much their shtick,
but
as it were. They're quite powerful individually.
I like the
certainly
Centaur.
The two bodyguards.
I like
The
the.
Centaur
I
are
also like
very
the
strong,
bodyguards.
pretty decent
But
fighters
see,
as
they
well.
are leaning into what I'm talking about. Of like sometimes their legs and their like chests have so many little panels, so many little segments happening that it becomes a little bit much. Oh my god, I love the cute little bone creatures. I hadn't noticed those before. Those are cute.
Really, really cool. So their background is that each and every one of them is infected. Okay, they are not regular.
Oh, I love these guys though.
They've got a horrible infection, which is corrupting them from the inside out. And one of the reasons they're called the Twist Wheel is because the Alariel Song of Life, they hear it in a very, very different way. It's all corrupt to them. The strains are all very different, so they don't quite interact with them the same way.
Interesting. All
what
right,
they're doing
cool.
is they're trying to get back to Alariel in order to be cured. So the Swarm Sage in particular has dedicated themselves to trying to cure the Twist Wheel of their corruption.
Do you ever just want to
and
like
obviously
break
expose themselves
into
to
their
it as well.
set and
The danger is that
steal
you get cut off from the Song of Life
any of the
completely, and you end up with this
pauldrons
horrible,
and or
persistent
shields that they
creature.
have
No
around
one
the
really knows
office?
what's
Because
going
I
to happen
do.
there. But what the Swarm Sage is effectively doing is easing out
Also,
the
I hope we get that big
You can
bone
see it on the
tree
models
thing. I
themselves.
want that big
And the Swarm
bone
Sage
tree
uses this
thing.
little crazy swarm stuff to just chew off the corruption and literally tear it out of their flesh. And it hurts. It's rubbish. But
Oh, you have a
there's
Wood
power,
Elves
because
Blood
once
Bowl
the
team?
corruption's
That's
thrown
awesome.
Out of you, you become more energized, and you're able to
Do you
heal
have the
some of
tree
life.
guy?
The Warband
Like the
itself
star player,
functions
like
around leader
the living
and
tree?
doing damage to your fighters in order to boost them up.
You're a dwarf
And
player?
they can heal themselves as well, because naturally, you know, healing is a
Nice,
huge
yeah,
part of
because
the
you can
Warband
probably add them
infection.
in really easily
But
into
the
your
actual playstyle of the Warband is, yeah, you want to
into
go
your
ahead, 'cause
your
that's kind of
army,
what Warcraft
or
is,
not your
that
army,
is
your into your
profit.
team, couldn't
But
you?
at the same time,
Nice.
you need to manage your fighters who are quite fragile very, very carefully, otherwise they'll fall over dead by the time you boosted them up.
Is it more difficult than it sounds, or is it about as difficult as it sounds?
It's not
Zone operator, you
because,
also have
because
the
the damage
often
that
have
you
the
do
urge to commit crime. I
fighters
understand.
lock
Me
behind
too.
the
I want to
base.
break
So
and
you need to have
enter
the abilities not to
into
do this. So
into
most of the
Games
time, like,
Workshop
I've got my
studio
stats,
and
I've
take
got
their
my fighting
pauldrons.
stats, just like a regular Warcry.
That's why I don't live
Where
in the
I go
UK,
because
so
I've
that
got
I
a site
can't
who
do
gets
that.
damaged when, by the abilities I've
I would
got.
not actually
And
do
then
that.
obviously
I
the
am.
healing
I
as
would
well.
be way too
Okay,
cowardly
and
to
the
do that.
quad is pretty beefy as well.
I am too afraid of going to
I
jail.
think
But
probably one of the most interesting things
I can dream. I can dream about
for
owning
this
one.
Warband are the variety of different fighters. So you've got some corrupted dryads in there, which are regular dryads, but again they've got the horrible corruption. It's actually a lot stronger and a lot tougher.
It does kind of look like a demonic Ewok village. I like it. That's kind of why I enjoy it, because it's like I feel like turning something very childish into something very not childish.
There's damage done in a very, very different way. A range damage, I should say.
This is okay. Can we talk about how this is a little bit of an more interesting presentation style than I feel like they've done in the past? Normally they're just like bam, 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 miniatures, and they just
there's the corrupted
like
Spite Revenant with the
they don't always. I don't know. The conversations about the miniatures aren't always as interesting, and this is a different take. And they're also I like the different setting, like having them here and sitting and like doing these camera angles and stuff. Like it's an interesting new take, and I don't feel like I've seen them do it before, or at least not to this like deliberately. So I like it.
So it's
was what I'm saying.
It's a giant predatory flesh tree that burrows into you, drinks your blood, and then hangs you from its.
Yeah, we could
branches
stream
to
Helldivers
destroy
after
the
this. That'd be
It's
cool.
an
awful place.
It's horrific.
Do you want to reach out to Dan and see if he'd be down for it?
These things are terrifying, and the Gnarlwood is full of them. And of course, the Gnarlwood is also
Rob,
full of just
like his
people who
sweater.
live there, or
I like
whatever.
his sweater actually
And
a
every now
lot.
and again, they get it into their heads that maybe they can kind of have.
I completely agree. It's so much better than just the two people in front of the camera, like being really awkward. And I also feel like we can hear them better. Like they're better mic'd. Previously, whenever they would talk and they'd have like one mic, I feel like in front of the two of them, and they would just be like, they'd sound like they were fucking like 20 feet from it.
Kind of turns into one of these things. It's one of the many different creatures this thing can spawn out of, because obviously the magic in the realm can twist things in all kinds of horrible manners. So effectively what people will do is they'll go, okay, as long as we feed you, could you just scare off all the other Gnarloaks and maybe eat whatever isn't us? Now the Gnarloak has absolutely no concept of like actually what's going on, really. It just gets fed every day, so it sits still, right?
Yeah, right? Like I like the
People
sweater.
will drag it up onto that bamboo platform, chuck people into the maw, kick people, and then you can do that during the game as well, which is obviously tons of fun. You got to be really careful if you're standing.
I will admit, I haven't actually been fully listening to them.
It provides players an interesting
specifically.
Question
I know that they've been saying some interesting things, but I haven't 100% been following because I'm like, well, I don't play Warcry, so none of this is going to be hyper relevant to me.
You got to be quite careful. You don't just move up there, pick up the treasure, and then end your turn, because otherwise, in comes the clothesline, and over you go, and you're dead.
John, thank you so much for talking to us about Warcry, Briar, and Bone. Thank you guys too, but stay around. There's more.
So when do you think we're going to end up exiting the Gnarlwood then? Ooh, what are we getting now? Ah, Underworld, or yes, Underworlds. Wintermaw. Oh, I like that guy. Ooh, I like the bat. The bat's cool. But you guys saw like him. I like him. Okay, that's a cool set. Okay, here is part of my problem with the Gravelord, Soulblight Gravelords. They are so Nosferatu that they're becoming very repetitive. And they're all hunched back, they're all snarling, they all have the exact same fur fucking tufts on the back. Cause I'm pretty sure it's just a brush.
So there we go, the new Warhammer Underworlds.
It is very cool. It's very cool to see a new box set, but I am like, I want vampire counts back. I want my beautiful vampire counts and countesses.
So Death Gorge was a large ravine, and now what happened is we've gone beneath that again to even deeper underworlds.
It's even colder down
under the underworlds. Yeah, it's absolutely awful down there. No one's having any fun.
Yes, give me the Barn Karsteins.
There are horrible giants.
I want Vlad and Isabella back.
There are horrible parasites crawling in the dark, trying to eat brain.
It's not Soulblight, it's Flesh Eaters? Oh, my apologies. Well, regardless, I feel like they're just leaning, like, modern vampires in Age of Sigmar all lean Nosferatu. Like, they're all Nosferatu.
So their delusions are keeping them well toasty.
So, of course, the new season box, it's perfect place to start.
Yeah, I see, I have nothing against animalistic vampires. That's cool. But I don't want that to be the only option. Like, that's such a limited option.
Mechanics to engage with.
And the fact that they're not bringing vampires into Old World because they're like in the
against somebody else,
they wouldn't, like, Isabella and Vlad aren't around yet, and like vampire, like the curse of the vampire hasn't like taken hold in the Old World yet. Like, so there's no place for us to have the Count and his Countess, and I want them.
Brand new warbands in here. Tell us about them, John, what we got.
It's true, W. Hunt. It's true. At least they don't sparkle.
Delusional Flesh Eater Courts are the arguably just as delusional Brethren of the Bolt.
We'll start with the slightly more delusional ones.
Slightly more delusional ones. All right, so we'll go for the Flesh Eater Courts. So this particular warband, their whole shtick is walking up to enemy fighters.
Okay, I love this. They even have the game set up in front of them. That's great. This is such a better presentation style,
broadly speaking, an aggro style warbands
than anything they've ever done before, in my personal opinion.
And shanking you with all the hard.
My problem is I feel like I've just seen these same like bat and same ghoul like vampire characters 100 times now.
What would happen is
like that's what I feel like is we've just seen them over and over and over and over again, and I'm like, dude, I don't care at this point. Give me some beautiful armored dudes, okay?
So they sound absolutely disgusting, but on the other side of the board,
but give me some beautiful armored dudes that are like.
Okay, so the Brethren of the Bolt are
Victorian Gothic.
It's a Sigmar faction, broadly speaking. They're all human. For now. Mileage may vary. And they are.
You're right, he does. He does need Space Wolf armor. I like that guy. I like the guy that's currently on screen.
Unique alignment in the sense that they've all been in some way, shape, or form.
This guy, though, looks sick.
That they were intentionally
I love that hat, because I'm assuming it's a giant, like, backpack hat thing.
They've all got some kind of interaction with the Azerian heavenly divine lightning in some way, shape, or form. And they do a couple of unique things. There's two really big ones that I'd like to touch on in the time we've got, which is that the first one is they all start inspired, because they start with this kind of etheric charge.
Yeah, you're right.
Every time they blast you with their divine tasers, what happens is all that charge goes out of them, nukes whatever's in front of you, and then all the lightning goes away. At which point they need to be recharged. So what happens is, as you fight through, you can fight through your fighters. So which can increase the range of your melee attack actions, which is really, really good. So it means you're never really quite safe as the opponent. You really got to.
You know, I really liked Underworlds when the few times that I played it. But I never like found a good community for it, or ended up getting super sucked into it, despite really liking the models for the most part. Like generally, I have found that I really like the miniatures from the Underworld series, and I like that I think that they released some of the old ones again recently, which is really cool to see.
Playing them, you can swap them around as much as you like. So we start with Rimworm's Bite, which is effectively an environmental disaster deck. So,
I'm surprised to hear that you don't think that they have much room to kit bash. I mean, I haven't built any of the Underworld kits in a while, so I can't really speak to the modern ones, but I felt like the older ones gave you opportunities for that. I mean, I know they're pushed to fit often, which I guess like is maybe a little bit more difficult to kit bash, but I always felt like you could just fill the holes and then like snip off the stems and kind of go to town and make it work. But maybe some of them are a little bit more complicated to do than that because of where their pins particularly were. So again, it could be a while. It's been a while since I built any.
It's a really control style deck.
That's what I do as well, Lindsay. Is I only really buy the Underworlds for their miniatures because I really like painting them. I think they had some cool stuff. I used to actually buy Warcry for the same reason. I actually really liked when Warcry did that line of boss monsters that they did. So like you got the Sphyrinx and the
at the end of a round, if there's no one for the parasite to latch onto,
I don't remember what it was called, but it was like a big ogre looking dude.
They all get staggered, and if there's no
those were really cool. I wish they would do more of that.
Takes damage.
Okay.
Which would eventually kill them.
John, thank you so much for coming to talk to us about Warhammer Underworld's Wintermore.
See, I love deck building, so that's why it appealed to me. Ooh, what do we get next?
Some fantastic
what are we getting
next? There, and that's not the only announcement we'll have for Warhammer Age of Sigmar during the show either. What could it be? I hear you cry. Well, more on that later.
Well, it's 4.0, man. We all know. We all know. That's why they're saving it till last. Okay. I like it. Oh, this is expanding the new, what are they called? Slaves of Darkness. Okay. That's cool. Thank you for subscribing, Oakvale Yokel.
A miniature Abraxia, Spear of the Everchosen. We are joined here by Matt and Phil from the Warhammer Studio guys. Pleasure to have you with us to talk about this great new miniature. Phil, I'll start with you. Abraxia, who is she?
She is none other than the right-hand woman of our
I did not realize that was a lady.
Of the Varangard. That is no small feat because, of course, every member of the Varangard is a Chaos Lord or above. And so she has essentially got incredible martial power. She's been tasked with striking into Gairan and snuffing out.
One thing I also just want to call out that I do appreciate Games Workshop doing, they're at least showing their names more. They are calling out like who these people are, and at least letting them use their first names. And recently, I've noticed that in their painting tutorials, they're actually showing the people again, which is a great improvement. Like, I don't know who has gotten into power and started making some of these changes, but I approve. She is really cool. I love the dragon she's riding.
A ton of bricks, and behind her come the Swords of Chaos themselves.
That's so cool.
So they're the inner core of the Varangard, aren't they? The
Absolutely, yeah. And we see her essentially cutting a red swathe.
Right, Mike, I completely agree. Fantastic miniature.
She unfortunately
Chaos gets some really cool stuff, and they always get to play with asymmetry a lot more, and a lot more just like.
She has to go and deal with
the opportunity for randomness because they're chaotic, and it never is like super random, but like they get to play a little bit more. I feel.
That can't be helping keep on top of her spear, can it?
Well, indeed. Well, that's a journey. We, right from the get-go, we see a character that is really having to.
Excuse me, sorry. It's not super late, but I've been doing a lot today. I did a lot of painting.
She has the willpower and the skill. You'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, quite overt price of power.
Yeah. Well,
it's true. Plate armor does hide a lot, and I appreciate the fact that they gave her realistic plate armor instead of making it boobalicious plate armor.
So speaking of which, she comes as
like boobalicious plate armor is great if you're putting it on a Slaanesh model. Okay, give me all the boobalicious plate armor you want.
So obviously,
but like if you're putting it on like an actual like Black Legion, Slaves to Darkness, just undivided, I like the like actual traditional stuff where you wouldn't be able to necessarily tell.
cool seeing that. As Phil talked about, her kind of mutating spear that can have.
You're right. It is. It's probably not a dragon. There are no wings. You're right.
Do damage and mutate nearby enemies, but it's really the synergy with the Varangard.
I never know because Games Workshop like TMs all of their stuff and never calls anything a dragon anyways. So like I assume it's like a Dracolith or like some other offshoot thereof of the word.
A whole new
but
host of tricks
Warhamified.
To build and play with an
if this was 40k, it'd be some sort of fake
armies,
Latin sounding dragon name.
In all of Age of Sigmar, really focusing in on the Varangard and their power.
That sounds absolutely terrifying.
I'm going to get painted straight away.
You'd probably expect nothing less from Archaeology.
Exactly. Like sometimes it's appropriate. There are places and times for having a Hooters army with like chainmail bikinis and ooh.
So over the course of the Dawnbringers story arc, we've seen two crusades, the twin-tailed crusade we call it, head out from Hammerhal Aksha, and Hammerhal Gairen. And they have had so many trials and tribulations over the course of this storyline. We've seen them rise.
Oh, I do remember that model. That's a pretty cool one.
It's a real tragedy.
Don't they a little bit?
Actually, in Hammerhal Aksha is the crusade heading out eastwards. They think they've found somewhere there that is viable, that they can defend, which is the ruins of an old city called Embergard. And it's kind of like a haunted place, really, and they had a lot of trouble.
I need to find a good army to 3D print that is like a good Slanesh, like super looting it up.
Conviction and faith.
More so than Games Workshop would ever be, ballsy enough to go. We have not seen the Skaven yet, but I imagine that we will hear their skitters and squeaks soon.
Verdigris is looking like maybe that's going to work out, but we'll see what happens over the course of Dawnbringers.
I admit these guys do look cool still, though. I do like the
himself.
I don't know. I actually like the Cities of Sigmar guys still. They feel old world, but they're a little bit glitzier.
Every one of them is sort of Chaos Lord power.
And the problem, like, Age of Sigmar has the problem where all of the miniatures all have the same, like, we're all main characters, so everybody's gigantic and huge and, like, look at me, right? They're all, like, screaming, look at me. And every, yes.
There are 170 people.
Hello, 170 people looking at me. How are you doing? But like, I feel like the Age of Sigmar characters are all characters. Like even the basic boys dress like their characters, and that's the problem. Is they're just all very elaborate.
It did happen once in Abraxia's history, and that's why she has those horns.
You're right, Zone. They are. They're currently chewing the wires on the walls.
Started to mutate. So with that spear, Archaon is testing Abraxia.
Patrick, my problem is like, okay, in Old World, them all have, like, all the various factions having their conflict made sense because they're on a singular planet with limited finite resources and land space, right? And even though there are opportunities to potentially go into the Chaos realms and like that kind of stuff, you don't really get, like, there's not really that much space. There's limited area for them to go. But in Age of Sigmar, because they broke it up and put everybody into their own individual realms that are apparently infinite, unless that's changed, but last I heard that these, like, all these spaces are pretty much just, like, go on. I'm like, why are they fighting? They all have a place to live now. And so it doesn't really make sense. And like, I just don't get the conflict. I don't get I don't understand the reason for conflict.
With him as sort of expert horse archer. Tanari Tackblood is his rival.
Oakvale Yokel. Boobylicious armor. It says Boobylicious armor. I will use this term for my Slanesh army. Boobies are good and all, but I'm down for realistic armor coverage mixed in. You know, I'm totally there with you. Like, I like both. Again, you get the booby armor where it's appropriate. You get the non-booby armor, again, where it's appropriate. And I think they chose perfectly for this particular Slave of Slanesh, or I almost said Slave of Slanesh. You can tell where my brain is. Slaves to Darkness model that they did. I think it's great.
From essentially a small vendetta into an all-consuming passion for Vandus Hammerhand. All he wants is to.
So then, in that case, Lord Castellan, then I feel like they should all just be trying to murder the Skaven. They shouldn't be fighting anybody else other than the Skaven, because the Skaven are the ones that are like acting like, you know, an STD walking around.
Splitting the loyalties of the people that should be united in the face of chaos to pursue his own agenda. Now, Korgos Kull
Bobber, I get that. I understand because, like, and like I kind of said, and this might be the same problem you have with it, is every single model in the Age of Sigmar line acts like it's a main character. Whereas I feel like previously, if you compare it to either Old World or even modern 40k, while yes, there are definitely some overly elaborate models, if you look at your basic Space Marines, they don't actually have that much going on them if you were to compare them to like a basic new Cities of Sigmar just basic unit. The base that unit will have so much more going on it, and it's just, I don't know, it's a little too much. Like, there's definitely some I love, but it's nothing that's grabbed my full attention and made me go, I want to play with these in an army. More so, I've just like, I want to collect a model here or there, paint it up because I think it looks cool, but I don't really need everything.
So one of the great things about the Dawnbringers series is we've seen
Skaven transmitted disease. Perfect, W Hunter. Perfect. Still STD, but a Skaven transmitted disease. I love it.
And clashes where a greater story is unfolding.
The Seraphon army models feel a little bit more like an army, and they're a little bit less.
And I'm talking gods here.
I feel like they don't go quite as elaborate as some of the other ones, but I also haven't looked at them modernly, so maybe that's just me saying that. And they've really been focusing on like Cities of Sigmar, the Stormcast Eternal, of course, because of the poster children, and then Chaos, which Chaos are always
that was a fantastic video,
just overly elaborate, but like. It's so much. It's so much.
Thank you for joining me.
No problem.
So
yeah, I need them to have less main character energy. Exactly.
They faced an awful lot of trouble getting to where they are.
That's fair.
Can you sort of summarize what the Dawnbringer story has brought us so far?
Yeah, so we've seen two.
I also feel like Age of Sigmar aesthetically is a little bit confused on what it's trying to do, because on one hand you have these models, which feel very grimdark. Then you have the Orcs, which are the new orcs that they introduced, which feel very Lord of the Rings. Like, good lord, do they feel Lord of the Rings? Then you have the Sigmarines, or the Stormcast Eternal, sorry, who, no offense, do feel like a fantasy space marine equivalent.
She's the preeminent warrior of chaos and the leader of the Varangard.
Just on an aesthetic looking level. Like, I'm not saying necessarily personality-wise specifically or lore-wise specifically, but I do feel like on an aesthetic-wise, that's what they're going for. And they even have a little bit more like World of Warcraft vibes to them with some of their iconography and just bulk a little bit. Like, they did go a little bit WoW with it.
And she's risen to the top.
And so, like, I don't know, I just,
to the point that
visually, they feel confused. They all feel like they're screaming at you to look at them, and they feel confused.
And the most elite troops, she better not fail.
We've seen the forces of destruction, the forces of order. This feels like a culmination, and now we're seeing sort of chaos stamp its mark on the Twin-Tailed Crusade. Can you give us a little hint as to what the plan is here?
Obviously,
they probably are, Thomas. The problem is like, I don't get why the realms like need to be in friction. They're
driving seat in Age of Sigmar.
Infinite. They have so much space, and I assume therefore resources that the people who live in them need. Why? It's just very confusing to me. I've never read any of the books though, or like actually looked into the lore, so this is all coming from a very uninformed perspective and only based off of like very limited knowledge and an understanding of just knowing the miniatures. So keep that in mind. But it's just, it so drives me from not wanting to find out because it seems very confusing.
And she's a really
maybe that's just me.
So you've mentioned that the forces of chaos have been knocking down everything that the forces of order.
But see, I feel like that's a little too much.
Now, in this
Oakvale, like maybe that's just for me, but like it feels a little too much. They also pull too much into the grimdark though.
I love that
sometimes too. Which
essentially this is a kind of like a power siphon, a chaos engine, really, and the where they place these things, much like the Dawnbringers are trying to put their Nexus siphons and their aquiliths and essentially drain the land of the magic.
Okay, so they're not infinite, but they are still massive.
Realms. the Chaos version is corrupting and twisting and bleeding the realms dry, and that's what we see in this form. So any wizard, any
there has
sorcerer,
been
sorcerer
a small
can
amount of
draw on the
40k,
Nexus
but nothing
Chaos
super
deck.
major
That's
reveal
like
that's new.
another
What we
sign
saw
that Chaos is
already
striking
was
back.
some
That
Chaos
was
Space
fantastic.
Marines.
There's a lot to look forward
And
to
while there
there.
was a
Thank you very
few
much for
like
joining me,
glow
Phil.
ups of
And
some
for everybody
models,
at home,
nothing
there's some more
super major
fantastic reveals
changed,
coming.
and they didn't look amazingly different.
Now we are cooking another set of absolutely awesome.
But our
releases and
expectation
some
is that we
really
might be
insightful
getting a
stuff from the
codex
studios
soon. That we
on
not
what's
get that
to come. Some
revealed,
very exciting
but
stuff.
that's our expectation.
Now,
Just
time for a
seeing
little teaser
the models.
and another reveal.
Yeah, I don't know. The realms thing doesn't make sense. Kill team? Is that what we're getting now? Kill team? Was that okay? The cog. Oh, Horus Heresy. Are we getting Mechanicus in Horus Heresy?
Maybe no Lore Master, but I'm pretty sure I could put 2 and 2 together based on what we've just seen. Or maybe that should be 1 and 0 because it's binary.
Indeed, there were some fantastic clues there, including one big red one.
Yeah, and of course, if you reckon you know what it is yourself,
yes, I love.
Head over to
30k era Mechanicus.
Don't go anywhere. We've got some more fantastic reveals coming.
Do we get to see any of them? Dwarves. Old world. Oh, grudges! Yes! We're getting dwarves back in the old world, I think. Oh, that's cute. I love that. Oh, they look great. Bugmans! Bugmans! He's back! Look at his donkey! A dwarf army that isn't entirely slayers. Fuck yes, I love it! I love it! I love it! Woo! Yes! He's beautiful. The return of the dwarfs.
So,
yes,
we've just seen a fantastic video showing.
Oh, I'm out of focus.
Beautiful models.
Come back. There we go. I'm back.
Mountain holds. So these guys are getting some attention now in the old world. Thank you guys for joining me. Can you tell us a little bit more about the Dwarven Mountain holds and how they play?
So what we've seen is a whole bunch of classic miniatures that are going to be coming back to the range. I know a lot of Warhammer players are very excited to see some of these miniatures come back, but we've also just had a very gentle teaser of some of the new stuff that might be coming alongside some of the other bits and bobs we've got going on with the Dwarven Mountain holds.
Brilliant. We saw warriors, longbeards.
Yeah, we saw some thunderers and quarrelers. We saw warriors. We saw longbeards.
Oh, look at them all.
The other things that we've seen in there.
Take all of my money. I need the dwarfs. Grudges must be written down in the book.
Coming back and championing the Slayers. We've also seen a brand new miniature that I imagine we'll dive into in a little bit.
We also saw some range there.
Yes, please. I would like to look at the brand new one.
Just in that last shot there with the whole army, we saw the Anvil of Doom in the back there.
I love the one carrying the shield though. Don't worry, you don't have to mark any grudges on my behalf.
Have a go at the enemy as well. When no dwarven line is complete without some artillery.
Oh, of course. What sort of artillery can we expect? Because we've seen some of them in the Forces of Fantasy.
Ooh, that would be very cool, Lord Castellan. I completely agree. Seeing an updated Grudgebringer model would be fantastic.
And we've got some of the newfangled things. We've got cannons and organ guns returning as well. So even those younger, more sort of...
is very, very typical dwarf management. You're right. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, Chris Carroll. Lovely to have you here. Welcome.
Quite a static force. They could move a little bit, but what is this... the range bring now? What other ways can we play Dwarven Mountain holds?
Well, as you say, you've got your very traditional sort of gun line that we've seen in previous editions. Lots of thunderers and artillery sort of being arrayed on a hill and blasting away at the foe as they come. But you've got sort of the more dwarven traditional approach of relying on
in the words of Jericho, you're on the list.
Your bolt thrower and your grudge throwers. And
man, do you guys remember that? For those of you that watch pro wrestling, do you remember Jericho with his list and Kevin Owens? I miss those days.
Applying it to some goblins.
Speaking of slightly older miniatures, I did notice a certain dwarf on a cart in that video.
Yes, Bugmans.
We do have the return of the Bugman's cart.
So, obviously, one of the things we saw
was a beautiful army.
See,
shot
there
laying
are
with
some
everything ready to
things
go.
like
How would you go about
Bugman
starting
that I would
a
love to
Dwarven
see them
Mountain Hordes
update.
force? You know, what would you
just be
bring
cool.
together as your core, and what might you
Like
add to
imagine
that
him
afterwards?
slightly
So
fancier,
the backbone, the core of any dwarf
slightly
army is
like
the
in a
warriors
slightly
and
newer
the
sculpt.
missile troops, be that handguns or quarrelers. Dwarves traditionally fight in shield walls.
Ooh,
fighting with
yeah,
great
yeah,
weapons
yeah.
and
White
shields
Dwarf
and
coming
intimate
back would be
together,
also very
supported
cool.
by dwarves carrying crossbows and handguns, and all of this supported with lots of artillery from very traditional dwarf.
Otter, oh my god, I listen to that song sometimes still. I actually have it on my favorites playlist on Spotify. Both the OG Yogscast version as well as the
airborne cavalry in the
is it Roswind? Is that the band's name? The rock band that like, or the metal band that made a cover of it?
Traditional things that dwarves.
It's amazing to me how many people have covered that song.
Cool box,
by the way, Diggy Diggy Hole,
Dwarf
holy
Warrior
cow.
box. How flexible is that? Because I remember in the past that, you know, you could build it with hand weapons, with great weapons.
Right, Haveman, it totally
How
was.
does that feature into the new army?
Oh, it's a very flexible kit, as it always was. As you say, it allows you to build dwarf warriors with hand weapons and shields, dwarf warriors with great weapons.
I love these
The
warriors.
alternative kit,
I will
the
admit, the
missile troops,
warriors
allows you to
look
build them with
sick to
dwarf
me. I love those
handguns and
models.
crossbows.
I
So
also
again,
like
very,
the,
very
I don't
diverse
remember what they're
kits that can
called,
be
but the
used to make
helicopters in the
warriors
back.
in different types also can be
Love
used to
them.
make rangers, can be used to make missile troops. Lots and lots of variety from just a few kits.
So these are the dual kits that are returning. The
I
hammers
feel
and
like,
the
okay,
blades,
so thinking about it, because like in
and
Age of
the iron
Sigmar,
breakers
there's some
and iron
interesting
brakes.
dwarf factions.
These are the
but
kits that
I'm
represent
like
the more
thinking
elite
about them.
parts of
Both
the
of
army,
them,
the hammers being the
to me,
Thames
have a
and
little
Kings,
bit of issues because
personal
like I don't
bodyguard,
like the
the
full
Longbeards
on
being the
just
older, more
airship
seasoned
dwarfs.
who grumble their
Like
way through a
I get the
battle, but
concept. It is
not very
fun.
afraid of
I get the
anything.
juxtaposition.
The solid
Windrose,
backbone
thank
of the
you.
army, the dwarfs who the
The
Windlings
gyrocopters
look
also.
to for
Thank you,
leadership
Phantom
and inspiration.
Ronin.
You know, when protecting the king, you can't not mention that gorgeous new miniature.
Oh,
We've
yes,
got
this looks cool.
king
I like
three
this.
Dwarven warriors on a big old shield being carried around. What's it like working with that kit?
The new Dwarf King with shield bearers. This is
At least the
it's a stunning
faces
kit.
blend
Allows you to
in
make Dwarf King
more with the
shield bearers
dwarfs
and an alternate
update
Dwarf King
than they
or
did
Thayon
in some of
foot.
the other updates that
the
we've
astute
seen.
Watchers will have noticed
Like
that
the
shield is
Tomb
now
Kings,
borne
for
aloft by
example.
3 dwarfs,
When we
not
got the
2, making
new
it a
Tomb
far more
King models
large
and you
impressive
compare them
kit
to
that
the
takes
old
up the space of 4
skeletons that come
models
with
within the
them,
unit.
you're like,
It
huh.
looks absolutely amazing.
What happened to their heads? Why
when
are
ramped
the
up amongst
skeletons so
hammers amongst their
bloated?
personal bodyguard. This is a kit that comes with a couple of different build options.
At least
You
the
can have
dwarves are
Dwarf
like
King,
more in scale.
with a hand weapon and shield being borne aloft, and a Thane on foot. With a
Sting
great weapon,
just
or vice
retired.
versa. You can change
He
you can change
just
the
retired
components
on
and
AEW.
build it in different-
He was still
in a couple
going
of
up
different
until
ways.
like
So obviously the
a
second
couple
of the
weeks
old
ago.
world is
Can you
several
believe
hundred years
that?
Before the reign of Karl Franz, are there any returning characters we might expect? As dwarves are quite a long-lived race, so I can imagine there might be some people or names that we can recognise that are still alive, now.
Can
and
you
later
still
on.
get the
Yeah,
traditional
absolutely.
ones
As
in
you say,
Cities of
dwarves are quite
Sigmar?
long-lived.
Okay, that's cool. Do
There's
they make
definitely
like
a
and
few
support a lot
names
of
and people
models
that
for it
people will
though?
recognise from the old days,
Because
days of
I
the
only
Warhammer
know of
Fantasy
the
Battle.
like the
One
the
character
airship
who I believe we
ones
saw
and
there in
then
the
the
video
like
was Ungrim
all of
Iron
us are fire
Fist. In our time
slayers.
period, he is the king of
Like all the fire
Slayehold.
themed
And
ones, which
what
are
we
cool,
get
but
to look
like
at him
I don't
now as a
know.
younger,
I don't
more-
need an
more
entire
vibrant,
army
more
of them.
active
I
dwarf.
just want like my
And
one
he's not the only
unit.
one. There's going to be a
or
couple
my
of
2
other
units.
characters whose names will definitely
They're
be
just big
recognised.
boned.
Certainly taller.
He's certainly taller.
You're right.
So
You're right. I
we've seen
shouldn't
some
judge them
brilliant
so
older
hard. They
models
are
coming
just
back,
big
and a
boned.
couple of glimpses at some fantastic new ones. Thank you very much for showing us everything.
Dude, I
Telling us all
love that
about
he
them.
was on
Dan,
there, and then
Jonathan,
everybody found out that
for
he was a
joining us.
YouTuber,
For those
and
of
now
you
everybody's
watching
like,
at
"Oh
home,
my
there's some
god, what?"
fantastic
And went,
videos
or
coming
like a
up,
Twitch
so don't go
streamer,
anywhere.
I can't remember now, and like went and
Welcome
subscribed to
back.
his channel.
Enjoy yourself.
Delightful.
Don't forget,
He had
you
like
can
an
let us know which
explosion. It was
releases
so
you're most
cute
excited
of
about
just like
by hitting us
fans
up
on
any of our
like
socials.
subscribing to him.
And you
It
can
was
remind
adorable.
yourself of all the releases you've seen after the show over on the Warhammer community website too.
Okay, you can only get them by
I know,
eyeballing
you've seen enough
online.
of me,
Okay,
and I promised
interesting.
some more 40k action, didn't I? Well, let's dive back in with some more announcements and maybe even another little teaser too.
All right, we're going back into more 40k. Oh, looks like we've got Gene Stealer Cults. Oh, our kill team set. Okay, cool. Oh, I like them. I like them. I like them a lot. Ooh, I like the big boy. Okay, and we do have Votan, as a couple of you predicted. So very cool to see. Oh, I like these Votan. I look forward to seeing what Orion Belt's Miniatures does with them, since she is a big Votan player and painter. They look cool. They're the most dwarfy dwarves I feel like we've got the look of in 40K so far. Like, because the
So there we
Votan
go, the
felt
new
very...
Kill Team battle box is on its way. It's called Termination, and we've got Tom and Elliot.
Not
from Warhammer
dwarf
Studio.
enough. Like, they've
Tell us
got
all about
runes
it.
on them and
Welcome to the
everything,
show,
but you know
guys.
what I
Thanks
mean?
for
Like, they
joining
weren't
us.
quite
So,
there.
first of
Those
all,
felt a little
let's
bit
have
more,
look
like,
at what we're
weirdly to
dealing
me,
with.
dwarfish.
These guys are pretty awesome. It's set on beta Decima by the look of it. Can you tell us
They
about
also
how the
look like
story
they're
develops
coming out of a
exactly?
film noir,
So you
like,
could say
flick, and I
Beth
think I
Desmond's
enjoy
had
that a
bit of
lot.
tough time recently.
I know, right? The
The
coats look
Gallagher event,
amazing.
The Gene Stealer Cult have taken over the whole planet. They've got orbital defense platforms and military bases and the capital city and things like that. And so
Yeah, I want an
the
entire
Jaegers
army
are
of
part a
this
larger
style
fleet
of
that is actually
Votan.
shadowing a Tyranid hive fleet. And they have been
Are they
fighting this
old
Tyranid hive
models?
fleet as it's been
Ah, that's
absorbing the
disappointing.
biomatter of planet after planet.
I'm not very
So they're
familiar with
allowing
that particular line because I don't
for
run
delicious
Gene
advanced
Stealer Cults, and I actually
biomaterials and things like
never
that.
played
So
against
they're
Gene
waiting for
Stealer
the perfect
Cults.
time to ambush this hive fleet in a giant space battle.
Thinking about it, I'm
And so the
actually not
Jaegers
sure I
been sent
have.
out in a scouting
I
ship
do
to
think
see
there
where
was
they're
like
going and to
one
make
Gene
sure that
Stealer
there's a
Cult
whole area
player
of space where the
at
Elizabeths
my
can
old
get to
game
work
store,
without
but
being
I don't know if
interrupted
I
by
ever
anybody
played
else.
them.
Unfortunately, they
I also
fly,
don't remember if they were
close to
around
base
for
Decima,
super
but
long
seems
time,
to
so they
have,
may have just been like
gone
a
through
student that was
some
like
tough times.
nearing the end of
they
their
are
college
engaged
time and then
by,
moved away or
Gene
something
Stealer
like that. I
controlled
can't
orbital
remember
defense
now.
weapons
But
that
regardless,
manage
yeah,
to
I
hit
don't
the
play them very
Bosphorus
often,
and
so I'm not
shoot their
super
ship
familiar with the
down.
line.
So the Jaegers find themselves crash landed and massively outnumbered.
They're not
by the
doing
Gene
that
Stealer
as
Cults.
much
The Gene Stealer Cult
in
deployed
the
their
kill
Big Brother
team,
kill
if I
team
recall.
to make an example of these interlopers.
So in terms of the Leagues of Votan, the Hernkin, we've only seen them as the pioneers riding around on their cool Magna Coil bikes, right? What are
That makes
the
sense that the
Hernkin
current
Jaegers and
guard
how do
kits
they
would
actually
work
play
with
in
Gene
Kill
Stealer
Team?
Cult
So they're a
heads.
brand new unit for the Leagues of Votan.
I love these leagues.
Like,
Like, look at them.
The Hernkin we've seen are the pioneers. Who are
They
the
kind of
Knights.
remind me of
These are the Jaegers.
Gaunt's
So they're
Ghost
still part of the
models
Hernkin, but they have a slightly different role.
with their
Now,
with the
Hernkin's
cloaks
primary
on
role
some
is
of
the
them,
scouts. They're
especially
advanced
the
classes of
sniper
Leagues of
looking
Votan,
one.
if you like. So they range ahead of the rest of the fleet and the rest of the forces.
If you remember
They will
the Gaunt's
identify
Gaunt's
locations of
Ghost models,
importance
like I
and
think it's
drop markers or
Colum.
beacons or
Is his
relay
name?
information back,
Is he the sniper?
back to the rest of the team. But sometimes they'll need to leave a presence.
He had a
there.
really cool cloak,
And that's where the Jaegers
and it
come
reminds
in.
me of that.
So the Jaegers are an incredibly self-sufficient commando unit, if you like, and they'll get deployed at locations that are identified by the Hernkin, and then they'll conduct acts of sabotage, assassination, disruption for extended periods on their own with very little support or reinforcement. So when the rest of their kin arrive, they're effectively mopping up all the great work that all
Ooh, Skaven King, you're absolutely right. Those new Votan would work great for Shadowrun.
But yeah, they're really
To be fair, I feel like a
and-
lot
and
of the kill
conduct sort
team
of
kits could
guerrilla
probably work
warfare
very
type
well in the
battles.
Shadowrun
That's their
theming
purpose.
of
In the game, they have
things.
some-
That
a
would
lot of-
that would
a
be
lot
a
of
good
unique
mix.
rules. So sort of a hybrid between extremely elite and more of the more numerous teams that sort of sit in the middle. One of the first things they do is they like to control the board.
Mad Larkin is the sniper. My apologies. Sorry, I've not read the books.
Ready to ambush people.
So I don't know
And
their
so they
names
have
super
some
well. I
funky
just
ways of
remember
doing that. First of all,
that
you can set
pose.
them
Like
up
I remember
going
his
into the kill
pose
zone and
with
get
his
that
cool
early
like
board
cloak.
space and make that yours. They also have a load of mines you can litter around the battlefield so that you're really forcing your opponent to move specifically or otherwise take the damage from those mines.
Yeah, Gene Stealer Cults I imagine would be a lot of fun, but they're a little bit more of a complicated army, much like the Sisters of Battle, and so a bit scary for me to approach personally because there's a lot more to think about with them. And while I definitely feel like I'm significantly better at the game than I was like 6 years ago or so on it, I still don't know if I would like remember everything that I would need to do with those two armies specifically because of the complexity of how they work.
A lot of other APR rules where you normally have to set it up and it's a bit more telegraphed. This is a little more reactive, which is quite nice.
Nice.
They've also got some really, really funky operatives that do some unique things. First, we've got the Tracker, who has these cool goggles and a crossbow and a throwing axe.
Crossbow?
Oh, yes. It gives this operative a real, like, woodsman.
Which one's Colum then? Because that's one of their names, right?
Which is really
I thought
nice.
it was.
You've also got my favourite one, the Bombast.
Yeah, exactly, Lord Castellan, and that's why I haven't specifically like given them a try. Because while I do think I probably could manage it, it would just I would get frustrated in the learning process because of how high skilled they would be.
Very, very start the turning point, get some shots in before anyone else, which is really, really fun. So you've got a Magna Coil rifle from your sniper, and so overall they're a really, really fun team.
They also
on their terms.
mildly remind me of
themselves and force you to go.
Do you guys remember the kill team set with the commandos, like the orc commandos? They also
So
remind me
as
a
long
little
as-
bit
as
of
long as
that.
They're controlling the narrative. And
They're in-
controlling
they're
the
in
game,
similar garb.
That's when they're going to shine the best. So yeah, they're a really, really fun team.
So onto the Brood Brothers.
Nice, I
themselves.
hope you've been
Now,
enjoying the
they're
hobby,
quite
Patrick.
A sub-faction of the Genestealer cults themselves. For those who don't know about it, would you like to explain more about what the Brood Brothers are?
Yeah, so the Brood Brothers are Astra Militarum Imperial Guard that have been, brought onto the side of the Genestealer cult. They are
he's the
normally
colonel,
waiting
okay.
in hiding within
Got
loyalist
it.
regiments. They can
Hello,
sometimes
Star
be,
Siege
which we'll
player,
talk about in the
welcome.
background Of this book, where they can sometimes be the most effective squad of an Imperial Guard platoon, for example, and the commander loves them until the day of revolution happens, and then they turn on their.
They do
sort
look
of loyalist,
really cool, Robert.
companions.
I completely agree.
This particular Brood Brother squad that we want to capture here is the most elite version of a Brood Brothers. They are veteran guardsmen who have fought in
I
many
do
campaigns,
like that
who
they're
have either
actually
been
veteran
Genestealers all
guardsmen,
along
that
and been
that like
hiding,
lore
or
wise
they've
and
been
canonically,
turned
that's why
to the side
what
of the
they are, and that's
Genestealers.
why they're a
So
little
they
bit
have
more
tons of combat
upright.
experience. They use lots
Look
of
a little
special
bit more
weapons
like
that the Imperial
militia.
Guard use and things like that.
Honestly,
And
they
are the
remind me
bodyguard
because
squad
they're
for the
all
Brood
bald
Brothers,
because
so they
they're
protect the
Genestealer cult.
highest leaders of the
I don't know how many of you guys have
Genestealer
watched
cult
Dune
during,
2
the
recently
dangerous points of
or
a
yet,
revolution.
Yeah,
but they remind me
speaking
of the
which, we'll
Harkonnen
deal with
forces
the,
a lot.
Four-armed elephant in the room. The Patriarch, that's going to be in the Brood Brothers kill team, is it? That's a terrifying notion.
Oh
I'm
my
kind of
god,
morbidly
Phantom
interested
Ronin,
yet.
that would
I'm
be
really intimidated to
so
find out more
cool.
about
You should do that. You should
scare
get
us
some
up to
Votan
today, for
and then
sure.
paint him
So,
up like the Arctic
we've-
team from
we've,
John
had a lot of fun
Carpenter's The
with this
Thing. That would
operative.
be sick.
It's quite costly.
It's
costing
so
numerous
like
other
I feel like
options if you
very
want to take
appropriate.
them,
Like
so,
I just I don't know. That would look so cool.
So effectively, you're going to have a choice each game whether to take the Patriarch or one of the other ones.
I definitely want to get
It's a
these guys and do
double
like a
activation,
winter
they can
scheme
activate
on their
twice.
cloaks
Really
now
fun.
because of that. Like and give
You
them that
can
vibe.
even
Oh, that would be
control
so
the
awesome.
operatives, which is to make them do actions, which is just really, really cool. So it's,
Praise the Emperor
a lot
and
of
his
fun.
completely
We're all
normal
stars
amount
team,
of
for sure,
arms.
yeah.
Wow, wow. So we've got those others. We've got the mages, of course, full on.
They really are very Harkonnen.
And the Primus, who's the tactical mastermind of the Genestealer cults. How do
They're
they
just
work
not quite as
Yeah, so
buff
the Magus
sometimes
is a
as
scope of
the
cult, so you
Harkonnens
have
are
a lot more
depicted in the
support rules
new
from that
movies.
It's also a very
Great
powerful
movie,
site
by the
to
way.
see
If
some
you have not
concepts
seen
in
it
factions
and
to
you
do.
like
And then the
Dune,
Primus
they do
is
make
the
some
strategic
interesting
military
changes
mastermind, of the
to
cult.
some
So
of the
that's gonna
things
give
that
you,
happened.
extra
Mostly
CP,
with some stuff with Lady
influence over
Jessica
initiative,
and
which is
with
really important. And they're
with
also good fighters
Chani,
to boot as well.
but
between those three operatives, you've actually got.
I still thought it was
flexibility on how you want to
fantastic.
play them, depending on what
And yeah, just I would highly recommend.
And like Tom was saying before, they're also an elite veteran guardsman squad, effectively. So if you don't want to play with one of the Brood Coven and you just want to take extra operatives, they're more than worth doing as well because they have lots of really funky interaction rules between them, which makes this team quite a flex team. You can really change how you want to play them depending on what you want for that game.
So what exactly do we have in the box then?
So in the box, you get these two new pieces of terrain. All the other terrain here is from the Killzone Beta Decima stuff that you can.
I
get
do like
separately.
what that
Then
they've
you've
done.
got,
Sorry,
both
I
of the
do like what
teams.
Games
There's
Workshop
spot
has done
models
when
in
it
here,
comes
so
to
we've
Kill
added the Brood
Team,
Coven as well.
where
So in
people
terms of
were
models, it's
kind
one
of
the
upset
sort of
that they were just
heftiest model,
drowning in
amounts
terrain.
that you get in a
And as
Kill
much
Team
as
box.
I like
You
terrain,
also then
I
get
do
card
get
packs
that.
for each of the
And so
teams
they've
with
started
data
limiting
cards,
it to
with
like
cards, all the sort of
smaller
stuff you've seen in
pieces,
Salvation,
and then you
so
can just
the
buy the
Scouts
bigger
and the
box sets if you
Scorpions.
want to,
And
but they're
then
selling them
also a book
separately.
with all of
Like
your missions,
it's an
your
interesting tactic because I
team
do
rules
feel
in
like
there
that
as
means
well.
we're going to see a
Token
bunch of
sheets for
just
both the
terrain
teams,
sets
so the,
sitting around collecting
Jaegers
dust
get
that nobody wants them.
minefield tokens, which have
But
blank
I
sides
do
as well, so
appreciate
you
that
don't
they've
know which
actually
ones are real,
listened
which ones aren't. So
to
basically
their
all
fan
of
base.
the best.
I'm so sorry
and
for
stuff we
yawning.
wanted to make sure people kind of get
And
not just the
gone.
book, but
All
everything that
right,
you
they've
want
said they
in this
are
box.
drowning in
Well, that
terrain.
is
Maybe
Kill
we should
Team's
back off of that a
combination.
little bit.
Thanks again for joining us, Tom and Elliot, and letting us know all about it. Sounds super cool. Can't wait for it. Keep your eyes out. It's coming soon. But before you go, we've got even more stuff on its way, so stick around.
Yeah, I'm curious how long this is ultimately. Were those? Oh my god, are they giving me Skaven and Necromunda? Did you? There was like a rat man, right? Like, am I
So
crazy?
that was our second teaser trailer. It looks like we're heading back to Necromunda. What do you think, Si?
It does indeed, yeah. Necromunda's a big point.
I need to
of course.
see that again.
Anyway, who knows? Who knows? And of course, some shiny new miniatures by the look of it as well. If you reckon you know the answers to these questions, folks, make sure you join us on social media and let us know what you think.
And for more information, head to warhammercommunity.com.
I cannot believe it. Even more fantastic announcements, and even that teaser I promised as well. Who knew? Well, I reckon that's about it. Oh, I almost forgot. there is just one more thing to show you. Enjoy.
I'm already hyped. Why does this feel like it's a total war trailer?
Sigmar told us we were chosen. Warriors.
Okay, it's
stolen
not.
from death. To be reforged as his weapons. The immortal sons and daughters of the Storm God.
It was expensive terrain, Thomas. You're absolutely right. Oh my god, please just show me the Skaven already. I just want to see them. Like, this Age of Sigmar, the Stormcast Eternal stuff is cool, don't get me wrong. Yes. I just want— yes! 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 Look at those bells! Yes! Look at them! Oh! Yeah, you better fucking sound the bells, cause here come the rats! Yeah! Oh, they're so good. Okay, he's cool. Come on. Oh my god, look at them. They're beautiful. They are cute and squeaky. Oh, and getting pummeled. Oh, he got axed. Yes. Yes. Yes, they've got guns. I love it. Oh, well, he gonna boom. Yep, he exploded. Yes. I love them. This is the new Age of Sigmar box set, we think. Skaven King, me too. Oh! No, little rat! Yes. Oh, rude.
Sigmar lied. He never told us the true cost of this honor. Soon, all that will remain of me is an echo, lost to the storm. But until that day, I fight.
Oh my god, fucking yes. New edition? Okay, no confirmation of a new edition. New AOS. Hashtag new AOS. 4.0 is coming.
It's official. Warhammer Age of Sigmar's new edition is here and is coming very, very soon. I'm joined by Ben.
They announced it. Guys, you're getting it. You're getting it. You're getting it. Also, can I just say, this is the most interested I've actually been in Age of Sigmar, because the fact that the Stormcast Eternal are actually having a conflict with the fact that they're fucking dying a bunch and then coming back and slowly deteriorating is great.
It was gobsmacking.
That was great. I love this new direction for them. I love it. It's so much more interesting to me. I'm so hyped for the Skaven. Oh my god. Okay, I need, while this is going, while they're talking, I want to look something up.
They've worked so hard on that as well. You can tell that really bringing those sort of like miniatures to life. That bit where the Skaven comes sort of like rolling down that hill with the rattling gun. Is just
I do love the rattling gun.
So obviously this
I love their
is
little
sort of
guns.
huge in the cinematic trailer that we've just seen. But obviously it's just a small glimpse into the threat that the Mortal Realms are facing right now. So let's talk a little bit about the lore and sort of where we find ourselves in the narrative of
Okay, I don't
Age
think
of
they've
Sigmar.
put up
So whereabouts
the-
are we now?
The Hour of Ruin has dawned, right? It's a new era for
The
Age of Sigmar.
preview that we
So just
saw
come out of the Era of
before
the
this,
Beast,
that I
Destruction
swear
Focus.
I saw Skaven
Chaos
Guard.
Strikes Back. We've seen the Skaven enter
They said
play
that was
in
a
a
preview for the
great
future.
cataclysm.
Yes, but I wanted to look at it again,
Stuff rising out
because I wanted to like see the silhouettes a bit more. Like I wanted to pause on it basically. I'll be able to look at it later.
Is now completely destroyed and replaced.
I'm excited for the
by
Skaven.
Blight City, the Skaven Otherworld, and they are pouring out of there. In
Did you
their
see the
billions.
dwarves?
So
Yes.
the Stormcast Eternals and their mates better shore up
the
those gaps
reprints.
pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Oh man,
that tide is
that's
coming and it's not
I
stopping.
have
anytime
weird
soon.
mixed
No,
feelings
so you chatted
about
a little
that,
bit about
man.
the.
I imagine,
the
yeah.
My
how the
ex-girlfriend
immortal realms have
played
sort of been
dwarves.
Oh
reforged and stuff.
shit,
So
that's
let's chat a little bit
right.
about
That's
the Skaven,
right.
What makes them so much more dangerous and so much more sort of horrifying in this new edition?
Well, we've seen the Skaven before. They're old friends, aren't they? We've all grown up with Skaven in a way. They're so Warhammer.
That's cool. That's good. I should read some of the books. The problem is that I just don't have a lot of time to read them, and frankly, like I can't listen to like I don't find it easy to listen to. Are you okay? I don't find it easy to listen to audiobooks because I get very distracted. Like I just can't focus on them super well, and I end up having to like rewind a lot, and that's super annoying. So
slightly charming cowardice, but. We are also.
I bet if I just like forced myself and got used to it, I probably could. But
terrifying with all the weird Frankensteinian monsters and technology and numbers. Just
God, I'm
numbers.
so hyped for the
there are,
Skaven. Oh, they look so cool.
That's kind of fun to see them come out of the shadows like that.
Yeah, totally.
I want to see like I know like the animation was cool. Don't get me wrong.
Eternals, obviously. So
I
let's chat a
do
little bit
want to
about,
see the
the Hallowed Knights and the
miniatures.
Ruination
Yeah, I think that was the
Tell us about
equivalent of
Sigmar hit the big button, didn't he, and opened another chamber. You know, the Ruination
Yeah.
chamber, these guys, as we saw.
Which
in
means
the-
they'll
the-
milk
the
it for the
main
next
character
2
in the trailer.
years.
Been reforged so many times, they're starting to lose that little bit of themselves, losing that
spent
that thing that made them
$10,000
human,
on that,
and
they
they're
will
turning
use
into
Into the ground.
incredible warriors that can go into some of those really awful places in the mortal realm. So we saw that, didn't we? The regular Stormcast there, and there's bits of their armor coming away because they can't quite get in there. The guys from the Ruination.
I don't know if we're gonna get
in
new
the
brood
game.
horrors. That would be cool.
That's almost the benefit they get from their. I mean, their immortality is a curse. We've talked about this. Like, you know, it might seem like a blessing to be these big, strong heroes, and they've got all the kit, but really, they're dying over and over again. That's not a good thing, and they're paying the price.
No, and that
So-
was really one of my favorite things from the trailer. I think it's the first.
I think
time
that's what I'm liking more
really
now,
been able
Miro,
to
is
show
that they're
so
like starting
clearly,
to give them a bit
both
more depth.
the blessing
Because
of
previously,
immortality,
while
but as Phil said,
yeah,
the curse of
obviously they knew
immortality
they were
and
being
kind of,
reborn over and over
character that we
again, it
see
didn't
throughout
seem like
the
it had
trailer,
consequence
seeing that
at the
journey,
time in the early editions,
both
where now
of,
it does, and so that's at least added a bit more interest for me personally.
A stronger,
At least when you kill a
warrior.
space marine, he's
But
dead.
then
Yeah, that's my thing. Is like at least
losing
when you
that
kill a space marine, in theory they should die unless they, I guess, like turn to chaos or something and get reborn
Dreadnoughted.
or dreadnoughted. But like those are very specific
jaded,
circumstances,
so,
and they can still die,
having seen
as opposed
so
to
many
the
horrors and
Stormcasts who are
lived
just
that these are
exactly.
some of the only people that can venture
instead of
into
like the Stormcast
this
Eternal who are
absolute
just
horror
constantly
that-
back.
that's emerged across the mortal realms.
Let's chat a little bit about rules then as well. So what can players expect to experience with this new edition of Age of Sigmar?
This will be the biggest shift in rules since the introduction of Age of Sigmar. This is the first.
I wonder what they're actually going to
ground-up
do for
rewrite
the
of
rules change.
set,
We'll
for
listen
Age
and
of
see if they
Sigmar
tell us.
since the very first edition came out. You know, we really had three major goals in mind when we were doing that. The first was opening up the game to more players than ever. You know, really
course, they
trying to
always
make
do.
sure that the game was easy to learn, easy for new players to get into, yet.
Oh my
retaining
gosh.
the tactical depth
Thank
that
you,
makes
Toilet
it
Dice, for
really
gifting
difficult to
50
master.
Hobby Night
You can
memberships.
spend, you know, years and years playing and gaining that skill. And that skill
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Was building
Welcome to all of the new members. It's going so fast. Hold on. To Thomas Dahl, Lord Castellan, Gavin Blackburn, R. Penny Z, Gravewalker, Lee Whitehouse, Arterius, Dux Bellarum.
You know, this is such a big.
Yes, thank you everyone for your thank you for all the gifted subs.
That not only have we done a major update to all the core rules, But also, every faction will be getting brand new rules for this edition.
Okay.
So there's lots and lots of exciting things to look forward to coming up soon.
Yeah. So you guys were obviously heavily involved in the development of the new edition. One thing that I really
Thank you so much, Toilet Dice.
What got
Amazing.
And some of the play testers
that was awesome.
excited about this new edition.
And I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
So the bit for me that I really love, I think it's a small change but it has huge impacts, is combat range. So weapon ranges have gone away. So for melee, and everything now runs off combat range, so a 3-inch range.
They're still going. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
It's going to be going for a while.
I imagine so.
Makes that combat phase so much slicker, so much quicker to play than it ever has before.
Yeah.
For me, I think you touched on it there, is that it is slicker. It's
For those of you that are now
I'm big into telling a story on the
part of the Hobby Night Legionnaire,
talk about 10 years later.
Feel free to check community. There are some member-only posts on there for you guys to check out, so feel free.
They're so accessible and easy to use. We'll come to that in a minute. That it's far easier to see the ebb and flow of the battle and to do cool stuff on the battlefield. It's really good fun.
What are they saying about the rules changes?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's really been.
I have not fully listened. I will be reading up on this. I got completely thrown off by like a massive donation of subs. That's awesome.
Trying to make it more elegant as a rule set.
I will look into more of what the rules changes are going to be when they make their published like Warhammer community posts. I'm sure they'll start talking about it.
And the flavour and the lore that comes through in these war scrolls and on the battlefield.
I think you've said before, Matt, as well, we've got almost a decade's worth of knowledge now and feedback from players.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
To be able to put into that.
No, and just our own lived experiences, the amount of the game.
Right? No, that's super cool to have it just keep going.
And love the system. So
I'm like blushing. Thank you.
A culmination of that, and I couldn't be more excited to get it into players' hands.
That's great. So let's talk Spearhead as well, because this is a brand new way for players to play Age of Sigmar. Talk to us.
Okay, so new way to play Age of Sigmar called Spearhead.
That we need to know.
Gosh, everything. So Spearhead, it comes in the launch box. So everything you need to play Spearhead, the models, the board.
So I'm guessing Spearhead is probably their combat patrol for Age of Sigmar.
Are all included in the box, so you can play it straight out of the box on day one.
As you said, a brand new way to play the game. It's a small format game. It uses
okay, so it's exactly like Combat Patrol, probably. Not exactly one-to-one, but you get what I mean.
For tactics and commands, and it's just a really exciting, really fast and furious, and very balanced way to play the game.
That speed is what's taken the studio by storm, isn't it?
The
amount of games that are played, because you can play it in an hour, play it at lunchtime really easily.
I mean, to be fair, that's what I like about Combat Patrol, is it is so quick to play.
You're playing a big war game, you're playing Warhammer, but it's a lot easier to do.
Exactly, Madlark, and that's exactly what I'm thrown off by.
You might have the advantage, so Indrasta,
the big gift of
being
members,
a very powerful champion of Sigmar and her elite Stormcast Eternals.
Yes, Robert Dresser. It does sound like it's basically Age of Sigmar Combat Patrol. That's exactly what it's sounding like.
Narrative to the game. So you've got this scenario where your normal Stormcaster trying to hold the line and hold back the enemy, and then pow, straight halfway through the battle, in comes Indrasta and her Annihilators to swing it back. So there's like an inbuilt story to that. There are choices you can make, so you can still give your guys different command traits or
maybe. I do wonder if they'll add that in, Lord Castellan.
And of course, the board is double-sided, so you've got Actually side on one side if you want to fight.
I know, it was just, it kept going. Thankfully, your guys' chat seems to be coming in a little bit more now, so I think it's starting to slow down.
The cards that you pick up every turn will give you different objectives. Go there, kill that, get your dudes over that side. So there is an extremely large amount of
if you have a star by your name and your name is green, that means that you're a member now.
Players to be able to get games in really quick, but also players that might be new to kind of AOS being able to pick that up, and also great for like the
I do like this being introduced, because one of the challenges of getting into AOS is you do have to get like a full-blown army in order to really jump in, and this means that you're more likely going to be able to get like around 500 points, which I probably do have of a couple different armies right now. They may not be the best, but it might still work. Although they do tend to make those specific units, so we'll see. But they might end up just selling like those box sets that you can get that are specific to this, and it's everything that you need to just, you want to play Seraphon. Here is your Seraphon's box for being able to play this version of Age of Sigmar, and that's cool because that gives me something to be able to dive into and actually try Age of Sigmar.
I've not played with
on a
in fact,
smaller
the extra wires,
scale.
you take those off the shelf and you can have a game. And again, it's still around about an hour, even with something that you've not played for a while.
You're just working your way through them. Yeah, that's great. Let's chat a little bit about faction packs as well, because I know you mentioned this earlier, Matt. You've used this new.
It's only at number 28 so far. Oh my gosh!
Rebalance and rewrite all of the units for the armies in Age of Sigmar. So let's chat about that a little bit.
Because there's such kind of sweeping changes throughout the rule set, it was really the perfect opportunity to go back and revisit factions. We had some playtest games early on and some conversations early on where, you know, it was a big kind of learning point for us that
some of them are, some of them are not Phantom Ronin, and I completely get you. Like, there are definitely, I will agree, there are definitely some that are really disappointing, but there are others that I think are pretty decent. They just, like,
and so, you know, a lot of that
Mechanicus, for example, are terrible. Like, that does Mechanicus.
Impactful rules, the most
Combat Patrol units suck.
Removing a
like,
lot of the other,
they're not good. They just are not good.
Maybe you had to so a really good example.
But like, I do feel like there are some that are pretty strong. It really just
so things like champions.
I just feel like the meta just gets blown out of the way, you know, which always happens.
Now, instead of needing a full rule on each war scroll to explain how this works, you can just say champion, and everyone knows how that works, and it, you know, that part becomes really, really clean, really easy to do. So it makes each war scroll much.
You know, I'm not sure I've looked at the Spearhead boxes as much recently, Phantom Ronin. I'll have to check those out. I don't know if I'd be, like, very interested in them specifically, but I actually don't know if I've looked at what the content is of them.
We've also done quite a lot of work on stats and characteristics as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So an awful lot.
So it sounds like it's a pretty decent overhaul, guys, from what they're saying, of like full stat overhaul. They're adjusting some of the factions and they've reworked some of them. I'm very curious to see what they're actually having done with Age of Sigmar.
What should this unit have? So it's all a lot more consistent now.
I think one of my favourite parts of that is that the colour coding system, we're quite visual. We like to look at the battlefield and look at our war scrolls and our books, and each ability has a colour to go with it to tell you what phase
they really are trying to simplify and make it as easy to jump into as possible with a color coded system for like various abilities and such. Interesting.
And that's just really easy way to pass the rules and to know what you can do at certain times.
No, you're probably right. They probably will likely go up in price, Lord Castellan. Oh no.
Perspective, from a rules perspective. One of our main
maybe we'll get lucky and they won't be too bad.
Is that the rules reflect the mortal realms, right? And so we think the game works best when all three of those things are working in concert, where it feels intuitive.
This is very interesting to me because I wasn't sure what was going to happen with like the old world going in Age of Sigmar. But the fact that they're adding the Combat Patrol version, basically, of Age of Sigmar in, and they seem like they're revamping a lot of things. Like it seems like they want to keep going. Like they don't actually want it to fall off, which I wasn't sure how they were going to feel about that. So nice to see, honestly. I'm glad because I was a little worried for both of the fantasy brands, whether or not they were going to like overly compete against each other, or whether or not they were going to
everybody get something new and cool to look through. Hopefully,
just be able to like coexist equally and still have support by Games Workshop on both sides.
So yeah, hope you will enjoy it.
Great. Thank you so much. Well, Ben, Phil, Matt, thank you so much for joining us and coming into the studio.
No, Age of Sigmar is getting its own version of Combat Patrol. So if you're not familiar with Combat Patrol in Warhammer 40k, it is it's Warhammer 40k but on a slightly smaller scale. So they simplify the rules down even further, and it's sort of designed as either an intro and just to play at small scale so that you can get the games done within roughly an hour or so. And it sounds like they're introducing a form of that into Age of Sigmar. I can't remember what they said they called it, but it has a specific name.
We'll see you next time on the Warhammer Preview Show.
All right, and that looks like all that we're getting from Games Workshop. Let's see. Let's check the Warhammer community site and see if they've gotten any reveals up outside of... Nope, they just have the stream going. It just ended, so there doesn't look like... Ooh, we are actually starting to see some of them. So we got to take a look at a little bit more of... I really do like these Votan. They are pretty cool looking. So, I'm curious to know, of every... Spearhead, thank you, that's what they said they were calling it. Spearhead. So, of everything that we got to see, everybody in chat who's here, as we let the the 50 new Hobby Night Legionnaire members continue to roll in. What was your favorite reveal of the evening? Did you are you most hyped for the new edition of Age of Sigmar coming out? Like, that's a pretty big deal. Like, getting a new edition of one of the 2 core systems for Games Workshop is pretty rad. And frankly, I like of what I did end up hearing when I wasn't being distracted by the amazing gift of subs. I am actually very excited to see the new edition of Age of Sigmar come out. I like that they're introducing the, was it called? Spearhead, to allow quicker play and a little bit of an easier jump in. My expectation is much like we see the For Sale Combat Patrol box sets of miniatures, that we'll see Spearhead box sets of Age of Sigmar miniatures, which would be probably a really good way to just like jump into trying to paint or start collecting the particular army and give you a nice introduction to it, which I think is pretty awesome. I loved... Hello?
I'm on Discord. I don't think Angela's joined yet.
Oh, I have not. Let me... Oh, are we jumping in right now?
I'm in. You said
okay, you're right. All right, let me switch over. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
I'm talking to her, sorry.
We're going into Helldivers. Let me get into a call. Hold on. I am here. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
You might hear dings. I don't know if you'll hear them.
Sorry, what?
Okay, you're not hearing them. On OBS, I'm hearing so many dings right now because I was gifted 50 subs, which is freaking amazing. Fantastic. Thank you again so much for that.
No, that's not going to come through that, though.
Good. I didn't think it would come through for you on Discord. Now, hold on. I need to,
You guys echo.
Got that.
I'm not surprised.
Democracy.
Let me put mine on too.
Our way of life.
All right, here we are. We're just going to continue the stream. And we'll continue talking about the reveals because, oh my gosh, I'm excited for a new edition of Age of Sigmar. But I am sad that we didn't get to see any new miniatures yet. Like, the animation was cool, don't get me wrong. I loved seeing all the rats skitter around and all the eyes at the end. That was sick. But, like, dude, I want to see some of the miniatures. Come on! I'm joining your squad.
So Dan, she had a good time, is what she's saying.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Allied destroyer has joined squadron.
Did we get any good 40k stuff?
Orbital thruster.
You know, no, I don't think we actually did. The best thing that we got was the Kill Team reveal, which had some new Votann in it, which I did think were really cool. The Votann were pretty sick. They don't look like the traditional Votann because they actually have,
They're actually squats?
kind of. Okay, you remember the Orc Commandos in their sort of leather outfits and like their beanies and that kind of stuff? Imagine that, but on squats.
Okay, so they're going for like a World War II.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the kind of vibe that they're going for. W Hunt, thank you for joining us. Have a good night. Havin, you liked all the dwarf guys? That's awesome. Yeah, no, they're very cool. Seeing the dwarves come back from the old world is great to see. Love that the grudges are coming back. Yes, the fact that we're getting Heresy Mechanicus, I know we just got a little tease of that, but I'm hyped. I can't wait. I need them to show us more of the Necromunda tease, because if we are getting Skavengard officially like through that, I will also need to buy it. What is this mission, please? Eggs, got it.
Yeah, I'm trying to use the mute option so it's a little less echoey for people.
Oh, excellent. I think that's working well. No one has commented on any echoes or anything. I want to see how many people we still have watching since we had such a big group earlier. I have no idea. I know some people, it was very, very early in the morning for them, for the reveals, so I don't know if they're going to stick around, but I know some people who probably will.
Yeah,
Yeah, we maxed out at one.
Oh, we have 95 people still watching. Hello, everybody.
Cool. So don't screw up, everyone.
Yeah, don't suck, guys. We'll be fine. It'll be great. What was that, Dan?
I said, well then.
Well then, let me just
Let me just take the napalm strike. I'm not kidding.
It's gonna be fun.
My helmet doesn't matter. Oh, what am I doing here?
Yeah, they're Votan that look like they have jumped out of a film noir setting. World War II, World War I trenches though works too, with that sort of vibe as well.
There we go. There now I'm coordinate.
I'm so sorry. I was I didn't hit ready. That's awesome. 190 at a high point. That's great. Sick. Always fun. Always fun.
Alright, I changed our planet from where we were earlier today in the hopes that we'll actually get us some bile spewers.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, it wouldn't let me aim for that, so I could land on it and destroy
No,
it.
it won't let you land on the secondaries directly.
It's so dumb. Alright. I'm activating the terminal.
You know we could just drop a bomb on it.
Why waste it?
Because they refresh?
That's silly. I've already done it. Excuse you. That's rude. Get out of here, bug. Get out of here, bug! I did like seeing the new Gene Stealer cults.
Oh, yeah, we have stalkers.
Oh, good. Excellent. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, you're right. Hello. Hello. No, I killed.
I warned her. You heard me, folks.
Oh, he punted me.
He absolutely wrecked my face. He stabbed me multiple times in the head. He didn't like it.
Hold up.
Okay, so enough of this, like...
Frank, please enjoy your Dynamite highlights before you pass out. I hope they're awesome. I actually haven't been following AEW recently, because I just haven't been exactly super excited with where their product's been going, but I occasionally peek in and see what Wrestle Talk has to say about it. See, can I hit this? Nope, they didn't.
Excited for Mania.
I am super hyped for Mania.
Oh god, crushed it.
Throwing an eagle, or throwing a laser.
And what are you most looking forward at Mania, and why is it Cody versus Roman?
Oh!
I haven't watched wrestling in forever.
Okay, you didn't play along with the gag. I tried.
Sorry.
I'm gonna see if I can find this stalker nest.
Okay. I'm gonna get down a few things and then I'll start helping you do that.
Alright, I dropped my flamethrower.
Oh, god damn it! I accidentally brought two of my... I'm an idiot.
Nani?
I brought two backpacks instead of my,
Oh, shit!
I'm trying to kill him! I'm trying!
Okay, I found this.
I got him. I killed one of the stalkers. I accidentally brought two of my backpacks instead of my fucking backpack and a heavy weapon. I'm a fool.
Well, you're a tactical backpack lady now.
I am.
Northeast, 100 meters.
I'm gonna go take care of one of the hives that's off to the side.
Okay.
Yeah, I never found the stalker nest.
I think I know where they're coming from.
Okay.
I saw
Rare
one
sample
walking
acquired.
from... Yeah, I think it's close.
Good night,
by.
Patrick.
There's one headed over to you, Angela.
I see him. No, don't.
Oh, that was a pun. Okay, they killed me.
Yeah, I think you are headed in the right direction.
Do you want to throw him? I think you're closer to where he is.
Yeah, not
Dan, there is a stalker. Okay, he found you.
Yeah, I got it.
Did you get him? Is he down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going for this nest over here.
Yeah, I'm throwing some napalm down here. That's
Do it.
I may have found it.
Am I going there? Okay. Yes.
Bug outpost spotted.
Oh, we got fire tornado.
Rare sample acquired.
excellent.
Requesting air support. Here comes the
We love a
cavalry.
fire tornado.
Requesting air support.
Oh, air support. I feel like you could have done better than that.
I got the stalker layer.
Beautiful job.
smoke. That's smoke.
Did someone else get that, or was that my artillery?
I think that was yours.
Okay.
Did I not? Did I not? I didn't reload, guys.
Well, have you considered hitting the R key?
I did. I have since hit the R key. Come here, you shrimp ass.
Nice. I think mini nuke.
Stop it.
I think there's only smoke left.
There's I think there might have been a static. Yeah.
Oh, if you got a static, yeah. Drop that.
All right, let's actually take care of this hive. Let's be useful to our team.
All right. Loading her up. You'll have a nuke available in just a moment.
All right, it's loading.
Throwing grenade.
I am pinning some eggs and heading that way. Angela, you might want to turn down your gain a little bit. I hear myself.
Okay, I will do so in just a second. Sorry. Let me just get rid of... Oh my god, I'm out. Fuck. Alright, I need to bring a resupply in. Oh, I can't. Never mind. I will be able to in 15 seconds, though. I'm going to lay down and adjust my gain.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I don't echo as much. I'm still there a little bit, but it's not nearly as bad.
Okay, excellent.
Calling down supplies.
Yes! Oh, you little bitch. Okay, that should at least take care of the hole.
I'm gonna throw a napalm in there while I have it.
All right.
Requesting air support.
Oh shit! It's on top of his head.
Hey, you got it.
Last reload.
Oh! I don't know how I didn't die there, but that's great. I love that I didn't die there.
Of democracy.
You know what?
Do we know if fire hurts the mechs or not?
I think it does, yes.
Probably.
Okay, I'm gonna wait.
Yeah.
It's like that scene in Obi-Wan. Darth Vader just stands there.
Yes.
Alright, just one rare in here by the look of it.
Now we got this big nest ahead of us.
Yeah. Eagles rearming here another minute, but...
Yeah, let me see how long I have. There is the CF.
Oh yeah, I can drop that in there. What's the first one, mini nuke?
Yep.
Alright.
Oh, we get to watch it fire, guys.
Alright, where are the eggs? Alley-oop!
Look at it go!
I think it's pretty good.
Hey! That's cool. Please.
Alright, let's see how many that got. 11.
Out of ammo.
11.
Oh, I'm out of ammo?
Oh, out of 19, that's not bad.
No.
Mag's empty.
Oh gosh.
Hold on, I'm going under your...
Okay.
Alright, I was going to try and be clever and actually kill some bugs behind me, but I failed.
Well, the good thing is we handled our base. How's your eggs?
I am heading towards them now.
Glad to hear it.
Northeast, 200 meters. Dropping
I'm gonna walk across this fairy bug corpse.
Requesting air support.
Alright, I'm headed up to where I just tagged.
Okay, why are they gonna give us a quest to destroy Miles Spew? Man, I'm echoey. Did you turn me up or down, Angela?
I thought I turned you down, but maybe I went the other way. Here, try talking now.
Testing. That's better.
Okay.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I think
I think I might have accidentally gone the wrong direction, sorry.
No, it's okay. Is that better for you, Dan?
Yeah. You sound perfect.
Cool. We'll get there eventually. It's not
Alright,
like
I'm going to call supplies down when they are available. Because I desperately need them.
There's enough smoke over here. I wonder if there's a spore spewer.
I am also wondering that.
There's a
Is that
This,
that
like,
one in the distance that I
patch
see?
of heat I'm at.
If you tag it, it'll go on the minimap.
Tagging map. Northwest. 100 meters.
It might just be a big hive.
It might be. Oh god. God, please.
Where's the bug breach at?
Changing ice. Bug outpost. Bug tunnel breach.
There's one by me.
I'm pretty sure those 3 rockets went into that hole, but okay.
Throwing napalm and get back in track.
Whoa, boy! Okay, no closing bug holes today.
That's fine. It'll be better to save some of your ammo. Alright.
Found something.
Yep, that's a charger. Oh, I am out of eagles. That's the problem. Angela, run. Oh, that's a firestorm.
Christ. You shot that thing with 3 rockets.
I know.
Oh yeah, I can't close these because I have stun grenades.
I'm trying to make sure I'm directly in front.
Liberty returns, locked and loaded.
Okay.
Sending in an eagle.
Please, leave me alone.
Is it getting more fire tornado-y?
Yes.
It is. It looks amazing here.
He was on my ass. He needed to get off of it. All right, now where is this? No, I'm over
Napalm
here.
coming in.
See it. I wish there was a little bit more impact.
All right, there are the eggs.
Requesting air support. Get some.
Max out.
Orbital inbound.
Alright. Oh god, fire tornado dropped right next to you.
Oh really? Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
Oh, that is a charger.
Get some. Get some.
Get some. Get some. All right, he's being taken out there. Oh god, he's running kind of near me. Oh, please get away from me.
Where's the last one? I can drop a bomb on it.
Oh, no, I don't like you. I don't like you! Leave me alone! Leave me alone!
So, things going smoothly for you over there?
Shush. Oh, I am on fire. Oh, I didn't believe that would work. Oh my god, please, reload. Please. Stop it! Fucking bitch! Sorry, I need to keep the swearing down.
You know, you asked me the other day. Live.
I know, I'm sorry. It's because of it's the hunters. They elicit just swears out of my mouth in a like.
Unfortunately, I have received orders from command, Angela, and your language has been deemed undemocratic by the people of Super Earth.
What? Are you about to kill me?
Ma'am, I cannot be held responsible for what may or may not occur in the next 10 seconds.
I'm running away.
Then you might be fine.
Throwing in mine too. Oh, we should try and get that achievement. It's the only way to be sure. We each bring. We gotta have like 6 orbitals going at once or something.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. I think all we'd have to do is bring 2 each and just throw them all at something.
Oh my god, please leave me alone! I've lived for so long! No, leave me alone!
Should have been more democratic.
Ah!
I need stems!
I'm out of stems!
You know, unfortunately, the resupply is on cooldown, so you can't get any right now. Really a pity.
Oh my god, your sarcasm is noted. That's right, I took your fucking legs out. You can try wiggling your butt at me.
And if you need supplies, there's some right here.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm going in.
Ah!
I don't need supplies.
The communist is dead.
Damn, flamethrower.
Accomplished.
Flamethrower is so good against fucking eggs.
Thankfully, there's a green screen between me and Angela, so I'm protected.
Oh wait, do you want to re-summon her?
Yes, please?
Do you have any good samples over there or not?
I had like 2 and 2, I think.
Let me see if I can go back for him.
Reporting to the
Oh,
front.
Well, now we need to close all the bug holes.
Yep. I'm confident.
Sending in an eagle.
God, find this. What the hell?
Apparently.
Oh
I
shit!
need to
Okay,
put bullets in my gun. Okay.
Yes. Generally bullets are needed, yes.
General Brass might have mentioned that, yes.
I got one of them with my
That was the one
impact.
that was grenading, sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Got your samples.
Alright, that was all the grenades I had, so I'm falling back.
Okay, I'm going in. Oh, Hunter. Hunter Hurst Helmsley, get out of here.
Well, I think every time. Or Hunter Horse Helmsley.
Hunter Horse Helmsley! Hunter Bugs Helmsley, get out of here. Is there a bug word that starts with an H? So I can still keep the Triple H portion of it?
The huntsman spider.
Oh my god, you're right. That's what escaped into the Ants Canada's like room that he was. Oh my god, there's so many bugs, please! I'm just trying to get to your hole so I can blow them up.
That was a series of words
I-
put together.
Yeah.
I knew what I was saying. Oh god, the charger, no!
Bye, Angela.
No, I'm here. I'm here, I'm alive. I'm running. No, I can't climb that apparently. I can't climb that.
You were alive.
I was until 2 minutes ago.
Okay, well here, you can close the last plug hole for us.
Alright, cool.
Oh shit.
Cool.
Charger.
Cool.
2 chargers.
Yep. I know.
Oh, I see. Oh, this is a lot
Oh,
more than I
it did
thought
not
it
let
was.
me go towards it at all.
I see.
I'm going in.
Alright, we only have one choice, boys.
No, I'm going in.
There's only one choice.
No, I'm
There's
going.
only one way to be sure.
Oh, it's okay.
Get out, no. Aw, my body was flung by a charger.
It's okay. It
Wasting
served
so
for
many of
liberty.
our reinforces, I'm so sorry.
It doesn't matter, we already did the mission in difficulty 4.
Okay, that's fair.
Bomb in there too. 'cause
Thank you,
bugger.
Havman, for... You are very welcome for playing some Helldivers. We figured, you know what, why not? Sounds like a fun time.
Get deployment or 2 done after the stream.
Exactly.
Shit.
It was a good... Oh, I don't know why. Oh, you know what? Here, I'm bringing down one more tac pack in case anybody else wants it. There's a rover and a shield.
Do you think the people at Adepticon were a little put off that it was just a pre-record?
No, because I think it's always pre-recorded generally. Like, I don't think they're ever there live.
Oh, okay.
And if they do something live, it's probably just like a PowerPoint presentation.
That makes sense. I guess it's just weird that it's from Adepticon, but then it's from their studio.
I know. I actually really liked the presentation style this time around,
It was
however.
good. I just thought it was weird.
It is. It's a little weird, I will give you. Oh my god, I really wish we would stop immediately running on top of the supplies. So there is a backpack here if anybody wants it, and supplies here.
I'm going back for your other samples.
Okay.
Clearing this next hive.
Okay, I'm heading there too.
So I think I cleared out everything in this hole. Yes, excellent.
Excellent job.
Ah, shit, another patrol.
Later, Robert. Okay, I should be paying attention. That's what happens when I look at chat and not the screen as I'm running.
That bug's nest is clear.
Thank you for the
Good.
assist stand.
Quick check. That's a charger.
I'm gonna throw a laser.
It's charging our laser.
Charging a laser. Oh god, it came back this way.
As they are wont to do, the wily laser.
Oh, did you kill the charger? Is that why?
I didn't. Alright, last bug nest is cleared.
Nice.
Nice. Shall we head for extraction?
Damn
I'm
it.
doing.
You got a bug breach call.
I see that.
Throwing napalm on it.
Okay, I'm also throwing an airstrike.
Yeah. Do everything.
Yep.
Send everything!
Send everything! Another one bites the dust.
Can you come back here?
Yep.
That was perfectly timed with Dan's death.
Listen, I'm sorry, it wasn't intentional.
A flaming hunter jumped on me.
A flaming hunter?
They set me on fire and slowed me down at the same time.
Sending in an eagle.
I watched him die right after he killed me.
Changing ice.
Sent our hunter on fire just to watch him burn.
How did you fucking not die?
Tagging map. West.
Oh my god.
Please
never
stop.
mind.
Get out of your map. The bugs, they bring out the F-bombs.
There we go. Nice.
Alright. Did you get your stuff?
Alright,
I see it. I got you covered. Get your things.
Got it all. Let's go.
So you drop F-bombs for me, I start saying shit like my grandmother used to.
Requesting air support.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah, I swear like she does when I go off.
Oh, I see. I'll have to pay more attention. I don't know if I specifically, like, know what you mean.
So fun fact, the first time I ever cursed in my life was I was like an infant and my grandmother did something in the room and just was like, shit. And I was just like, shit.
Amazing.
And like my mother and every other adult in the room was just aghast.
Well, I mean, I get it. I will double check who gifted. I think it was Toilet something.
Toilet Dice.
Toilet Dice. Thank you. That's what it was. It was Toilet Dice who gifted everybody the membership. Which again, yes, thank you, Toilet Dice. You are amazing. Beyond epic. Completely stunned me for a good like 5 minutes.
I'll deal with the fire tornado instead of the bug tunnel breach.
Yeah,
Throwing a fuck you barrage.
Stamina recharge. I'm gonna throw a
Welcome to the war.
Sending in an eagle.
Sending an eagle there.
Oh god, this is where my mech is coming down.
Oh shit. I think okay, it's good. It's fine. It went
Okay,
off before
good.
your guy got there. Sorry about that.
Good.
I just wanted to, there was like a huge horde and I just figured
Yeah.
it'd be easier to get rid of them that way.
No, it was good timing.
Yeah, just casually piloting a dreadnought next to a fire tornado.
Yeah,
It's
no,
all
I
good.
actually do. Oh god.
Oh, the own that's got me. My own hubris.
Reinforcing.
Charger down.
Excellent.
My mech is already on fire. Jesus Christ.
It will explode, I think.
Oh, no, I'm being blocked by a fire tornado. Shit.
The beacon is on fire.
Pelican 1 approaching pickup.
Alright, we're looking alright
Coming.
right now. Oh god! Fire!
Proper English is an important skill for a streamer to know.
Shut up.
Requesting air.
Go.
Countdown initiated. Stand by for takeoff.
Come on.
Flawlessly done.
Yay! We did it! Woohoo! Bum 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 bum!
But will Liberty deliver to us some bile spewers for a darn quest?
Is that what we have right now as bile spewers?
Mm-hmm. I was hoping changing planets we'd find some.
No, that would be ridiculous.
Sadly, you're right.
All right, I want to get a screen where I'm getting a photo for Instagram, and I want to wait till we're on a screen where our characters are on there.
Of course.
Outstanding patriotism, excellent. We did it. 5 on 5, sick. Bringing us in. Do we have an ICBM on this one?
Yes.
Cool. So, well, there you go, Keefe. We will do an ICBM. There we go. Perfect.
At least we all have different victory poses now. Oh, Angela's showing me up.
Another victory over the
Did I?
two-headed scourge.
Did you?
I did. And I'm dancing about it. Woo! Alright, 215 kills, 57% accuracy, the most shots fired, and the most shots hit. Fucking killing it. Literally killing bugs. Pew pew.
Alright, we got ourselves a good old-fashioned ICBM launch.
Ah, okay. Keefe is saying that bile spewers should spawn on those missions.
Okay, cool. Thank
Cool,
you.
good to know. Thank you so much.
Do we want to land over here and then come over and go up?
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds great.
Right in. Oh. What if we all take orbitals?
I don't know if we need to go for the achievement. I'd rather just make sure we get the mission done.
Okay.
I mean, I'm still gonna bring one.
Yeah, I'm still gonna bring one as well. I'm not gonna bring double backpacks this time like a freaking moron. Oh, shit. Hold on. I am not ready. No wonder I was so slow. I mean, it worked out fine, but...
Oh, because you were still wearing
I was still
the
wearing
Tesla?
my... Yeah, I was still wearing my, my voltage... My anti-voltage... armor. Hello, Maudie GG. I hope I said that correctly. If I did not, I apologize. I'm terrible with pronunciations.
Oh, I see, Dan. We have to have 6 orbital barrage stratagems in the same area in the same time.
Yeah.
That seems like gross overkill.
I mean, that's why it's a silly achievement, right?
Found the mouse viewers.
Hey, look at that.
Oh, good lord. And it exploded on me.
Your sacrifice will be remembered.
Oh, please no.
I'm dead. Remember me.
I will. I'll bring you both down. Oh god, no, please don't summon. Okay, well, he's summoning.
Okay, should I just do a laser right now? Does it look hairy?
It's kind of...
I can missile it. Don't bother.
No, too late. Yeah, we have another patrol already incoming and a bug breach. This is... Let's just nip this in the bud.
Nip it in the bud. No! Aw, Hive Guard, I was trying to be sneaky and get my shit down. Come on.
Leaving.
I am dead. Oh boy.
Oh my lord.
I can't believe you
Somehow.
survived that.
Yeah, somehow.
That was
Bile Spear
impressive.
I can do that sometimes.
If you want to throw me on that nest, I'll try to kill it.
Nope.
Okay, never mind. Beautiful.
Alright, I'll do it.
Sorry, I turned it.
No, that was amazing.
Jesus Christ, die already.
I'm trying. I don't wanna. I just got here.
Okay. Hunter, see you.
Alright. Stop being a hoppy bitch.
Got a sample.
Alright.
Hey,
There's
Stalker.
my stuff.
Stalker.
Dead.
Okay, Stalker came from over there. I think
Okay,
it's the nest.
yeah, we'll go check that way in a second. Let me just grab my anti-tank.
Just fat finger.
Sending in an eagle.
Dan, careful, I'm sending a... Oh, that's
Oh my
way
God,
far.
that is right
Sorry, that's
where I am.
way... Sorry, that did not go nearly as far as I thought it would. It's
Oh.
okay, it killed a lot, though.
Those of you who have never watched her play Helldiver, she is the queen of airstriking us.
Listen, I haven't actually airstriked anybody yet. I'm out.
Alright, I can't close this hole over here, but I'm
Okay,
gonna
hold
throw
on.
it.
I'm coming. I'm dealing with a bile.
Here, yeah, run past me, I'll take care of these guys.
Alright, I think I got most of them already.
Yeah, okay.
Okie dokie, I'm gonna save the day with my grenades.
Another bile spewer. We need 4 more.
Understood.
It's gonna be pretty easy by the look of it.
Throwing grenade.
southwest. Far.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a stalker
Rare
there.
sample acquired.
Nice.
Thank God. A bunch of samples too.
Oh yeah, there was like 4 of them.
Requesting tac pack.
Tagging map. Southwest. 300 meters.
Dropping a pin. Northwest. 200
Supplies
meters.
sort of in between us.
Okay.
Are we only on challenging? Oh yeah, we are. Okay. Because I just found penis rock.
Yeah, we'll be fine, I think. Oh, no, not difficulty, the rock, right.
Found something. Objective located.
I always find the artillery.
You do always find the artillery. It calls to you. I should build you an artillery.
Requesting air support.
I'm not.
Did that kill nobody? That killed nothing? Oh no, it did. It just didn't give me a count.
I found 3 smokes all next to each other.
Amazing.
Collected.
This is nuts. Okay.
Package acquired. Dropping package.
Oh, no. No. You don't get to be there. Alright, where's my...
Package acquired.
Where I was heading? I think Helldivers 2 is fun if you only play with randos. Both of you guys have played with randos more than I have, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I joined like a Discord to find some people to play with.
Nice.
I do quick play with high difficulty groups.
I definitely think it is doable with just random people.
It's definitely better to talk though and communicate.
Oh yeah.
Like the game is significantly harder if you don't use comms. And a lot of people don't on randos.
That's true. Maybe it's a little bit more challenging, but I do think it's definitely doable. Oh shit, I have no more grenades. No, don't. Did I stop it?
I'll dive with like no talking groups. I think it's definitely doable.
I don't think. Let's see if I do this.
Ready.
Yes. No. Damn it! It went over it. Maybe I can use that to kill it. Actually, do I have one?
Dan.
What?
Heading to the objective.
All right, I'm gonna see if this will work, guys. I don't know if it will. It might kill me. Oh no. Oh, okay, it did not work. Crud.
Oh, the charger actually hit that instead of skating over it.
Amazing.
All right, 4 seconds and I can call resupplies. I am going to.
Run.
Do you have slowed on you? For some reason I have the slowed condition.
Nope.
I don't know what's causing it.
I don't know either. That's weird.
Okay, we lost at least one of them. Hey, there's
Yeah,
a new one.
It's just,
Oh god, how explosive is that?
How did he not die from that? Okay, there we go. Well, at least I injured him. Alright, we have grenades again, everybody. We have grenades again.
Fire in the hole!
I'm proud.
Oh, there we go. So sad that I took so much time to do a light nest.
Requesting air support.
Oh, you got a flamethrower now too?
Yeah, I found one. Jumping away.
You like to taste of freedom.
Jumping back. I'm dead.
What
And
is
if you
going?
Reinforcing.
Alright, I'm on my way to you guys. Sorry for being behind. I ran into a bug nest and it took me a little while.
Whatever is, I think I need like a stim or something.
Found something.
I could believe that. That's entirely possible.
He's dead.
Yeah, and I'm dead. That bile spear caught up to us. I dropped some samples if you want to grab them.
Yep.
Wow, that was crazy pod
I saw you come in a little bit. Like, not, like, amazingly, but...
Alright, I'm heading to the hive just to make sure that thing doesn't chase us across the map.
Alright, I'm gonna go pick up my shield.
Tagging
You got
map.
my flamethrower by the look of
Southwest,
it.
200
Yep.
meters.
Oh, hello.
Bug high. Requesting air support.
Throwing grenade.
Good, at least I got one of them.
Changing
Alright, which holes need to be closed?
Oh, that is a bile behind me, isn't it? Oh, that is also a tornado. What you think?
Bile tornado.
Oh god, that would be terrifying. I don't like it.
Sharknado.
No, 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 no. Oh, thank goodness. I think they've nerfed the bile's spewer a little bit because it was definitely spraying at me, but I was putting so many guns into it. I think it just or bullets into it. I don't know if it registered.
Codes found. Moving on to final location.
Nice. I'm going back here and looting
Sending in an eagle.
a point of interest.
Attack underway.
Super credits. Hell yeah.
Ooh, that was close.
Eagle 1 rearming. Be back shortly.
All right, Eagle 1, have fun. Oh god, that's the okay, okay.
I see a
Keep oh god,
charger
there's
on
two
you.
of them. Okay, there's two chargers on me.
I'm trying to head to you.
I am trying to loop them into fire.
Okay. I don't know why I have like a permanent slow on me.
That is weird.
Requesting walker.
Oh come on, Matt. I feel like should have killed you.
One of your chargers is dead.
I have got one of them down as well. So if
Great.
you have one over there down, I killed the other one.
Yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah. Sick, I did that.
As long as there's not more than two.
I feel like I haven't killed a charger in a little while. I've just run from them like a coward. Oh, that's
If you don't have a weapon that can do it, you kind of have to.
That's true.
I mean, unlike it's not like when we used
Wow,
to.
I've put so many bullets into you.
When we first started playing, and we had to like loop chargers for a while.
That's true.
I just dropped 500 kilograms on them.
Well,
We didn't
aren't you
use that.
fancy?
Yes. Yes, I am.
I know you are.
Dropping a pin.
Although if these bugs would respect that, that would be great.
No, they say no.
Found something.
I will take the machine gun for now. Thank you. All right, heading towards the main objective.
Yeah, same.
What?
What?
I just put 5 rockets point blank into a bug hole. It didn't do anything.
That seems bonkers.
Okay, that one worked. Different bug hole.
Charger dead.
Okay, is that one visually glitched? Okay, no, now it worked if I moved.
Thank you.
I'm dead.
Reinforcing.
Bring you down.
Yeah, there were no bugs. I was just staring right at the hole. Bang, 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 bang. Nothing.
Weird.
Yeah, it was weird.
Dan saw me shooting one up earlier too.
I mean, that happened to me the other day also. I think if the bodies die like right in the hole, it can just block it.
I mean, there was nothing visible though.
Yeah, but they can like fall kind of in a little bit. I've seen it happen like when I was on foot before. And the only way I cleared it, funny enough, in my game when I was alone was I fell into the hole and it moved the bug. That's why I think you could just keep shooting rockets until the body like kind of jibs, you know, turns into giblets.
I eventually just moved across the crater and it worked better.
That's weird.
Yeah, very strange.
Oh my god, I don't know why I have this permanent slow on this, man.
All right, I want to clear this bug hole or this bug hive first, and then we'll go take care of the main objective.
All right.
Requesting air support.
Delivering payload.
Teamwork.
The side is the weak point. It takes 2 clips or 2 full mags to empty it. Sorry. It takes 2 full... You know, I fucked it up. There's too much health.
I agree.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Ah, here's where the holes are.
I feel like having to put 2 full magazines of ammo into 1 vial charger's weak point is a bit much.
I agree. I think that is a little too much as well. Like, genuinely.
The ability to speak in English has returned to me.
I mean, you know what it is, right, though? Like, large, soft areas take, like, only 10% of the damage or something. That's why there's explosive things. So explosive apparently deals 100% damage to soft areas, large, soft areas.
Okay.
And that's why you can shoot at those guys, but that's
Oh
why
god!
sometimes...
No. Okay.
That's why sometimes I'll take the,
Oh, please,
That
please,
explodes.
please.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
it kills
oh my
them in,
god,
like,
there's so
only
many
4
explodey
shots.
things around me. Is there any more holes? Why
Yeah, there's
is
one right
it?
here. Right here.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah, the Dominator will kill them in like 4 or 5 shots. If you hit the, like, butt just right.
That was so embarrassing. I hit like every spiky explodey thing. Did you guys see that?
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Dude, it was pretty great. Fuck you.
No respect.
No.
Loot. Alright, they didn't get it off. Cool.
Cool. Excellent.
Starting to recognize the little chirp they make before they spew.
You know you're playing too much when...
Changing ice.
Yeah, when you can recognize the audio cues. Shit, that one's doing it.
At that level, yes.
Fuck.
Getting all pro.
Calling in reinforcements. Reinforcement budget remaining. Bug tunnel breach.
Is that the big one? No. Okay.
Boom! Right on a spewer.
I'm on the terminal.
Cool.
Okay, and he blew up when I came out of pod. What a waste of
Sending in an eagle.
a man.
Alright, I am getting the locks.
You will never destroy our way up. Engaging terminal.
I need another call in.
I thought did it not take when I did it?
No, he got
Okay.
me back, and then a bile spewer exploded the second I got out of the pod, and it killed
Yeah, no,
me.
I threw you back in. I thought I did. Hold on, I'll get you in a second. I need to finish this.
I'm good.
Okay.
I got the terminal.
God.
Cool. The locks are all open. It's on its loading period.
Excellent.
Oh, there's a bomb over here.
No, it's an SOS. I accidentally hit that.
Can we destroy it? Nope.
What if I throw an artillery at it?
What if I drop a 380?
Bugs incoming that direction.
Southwest. Calling in an eagle. Keep liberty.
It's down. Holy moly, that was a little closer than I anticipated. Thank God it didn't set off the ICBM.
As I say, artillery on the ICBM site is perfectly fine. Ask the Russians.
I will.
I'll handle the terminal.
I'll handle the terminal.
Support weapon inbound.
Thank God.
Tack back inbound. I'm on the terminal.
Launcher.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Freedom marches onward, thanks to you. You may proceed to extraction.
Just going for the nearby hive.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I'm gonna drop a 380 in here also. Let's just double it up.
I already did one, so I'm hoping there's not much left.
I'm gonna throw it.
Bug hive spotted. Prepare to exterminate.
Tagging map. South. Far.
Got him.
Oh,
Nice
never
job.
mind. Okay. I'll just put this away.
Saving the
Wah,
cover our
wah.
retreat. Because we're gonna need it. Ah!
Oh my god, what happened?
Wow, spewer.
Okay. I'll try and get it. Oh my god, you
I
almost
may
never-
have thought you were a spewer at first.
Dan definitely looks like a spewer. Yeah.
From above when he's spewing, yes he does. He's spewing fire, but in this lighting it all kind of looks the same.
You know what? That's fair. That's fair.
So Phobos is going to get some free badges.
Girl, in this lighting, with that fire, you look like a spewer.
Yes, perfect. Please die. Please die, spewer. I don't like that you guys called and are like pushing me back towards a fire tornado area. That's really not cool, Hunter. Oh boy, oh boy. Hello, hello, hello. Goodbye.
Fire tornadoes are more afraid of you than you are of them.
Oh, please.
That's what my
Please.
mother used to say.
I'm sure. Yeah, okay. Oh, please, no, no, no. I don't want to die. 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 Please run. Oh god, please.
I'm running. Jesus.
Alright, I got away. I'm just running for my life. Oh, please don't get stuck on the rocks.
Oh.
Yeah, that would be Phobos getting his free badges.
That's fine.
They immediately died.
I mean, there's a good chance he landed in a fire tornado right now.
You know what? That's absolutely valid.
You know, some people are new. It's okay.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I am a skull admiral. I can't judge them. I must nurture the youth.
I see, yes, as a skull admiral. Was that your actual title?
Yes.
Nice.
Is it?
No, it's not. It's silly.
Extraction shuttle inbound.
Oh my god, where'd all these bugs come from?
Probably the hive that's over here. I'm gonna go see if I can take care of it real fast. It's nearby. Oh, hello.
We have to mess with it later, but I think I have software to give myself weird voices now.
Ooh. Oh god, that is a charger. That is a charger pushing me. That is a charger. I'm on top of the charger. I was on top of the I don't even know what? I'm gonna just run back. I'm just gonna go back here. I'm just gonna get the fuck away from the charger.
You guys. Helldivers. Is this doing a weird distortion?
Yes, it is, and that's very cool.
Excellent. Next time on Helldivers.
Very cool.
Throwing a 380 way out there.
Okay, I think I'm back to normal now.
Yes. The laser's very close to me.
I can't tell the lasers from the fire tornadoes very easily.
You know what? That's... Oh, nice.
Nice, my 380 got one.
I was actually going to throw something myself, but that's great.
I think we got it.
No!
Gotcha.
Thank you.
There we
I
go.
think a fire tornado might have landed on me.
ETA T-minus 10 seconds.
Joining the fray.
Pelican 1 approaching pickup.
Go ahead and grab my backpack if you want it.
No, it's okay. I got mine. Got the samples I had. Yeah, I definitely got nailed by a fire tornado. Careful,
God.
fire tornado! CC! It's like walking towards you. Oh my god, there's like 3 of them coming up the ramp. Why?
Strutting showing off the season's new fashions for the spring 2024 collection.
Oh,
We
okay,
have
cool.
3 brave fire tornadoes coming up the ramp right now.
Countdown initiated. Stand by for takeoff.
Beautiful job, everybody. I was having a rodeo riding a charger. You're absolutely correct.
Today you go another foot in a long climb to liberty.
All right, that was fun, but I suspect you are tired, Angela.
I am exhausted.
Exhaustionated.
Is that the last one for that mission?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think that will probably be where we call it since we've been going for a little while. See, the stream has been going for about 2 hours, 41 minutes now. Thank you, everybody who has joined me for not only the Warhammer preview that we got in the first half of the stream, but also hanging out with myself, the Chaos Cultist, and Dan while we play a little bit more Helldivers, get a little bit of that in. But I do think we're going to go ahead and call the stream for the evening. I need to work on posts and everything to go up tomorrow, so... Oh my goodness, sorry, excuse me. I have a lot to do still, and it's late, so I've got to get to that before I go to bed. Thank you guys. Oh, but I'm looking forward to it tomorrow. I have a spa day, and it's gonna be at 9 a.m., and I'm looking forward to it, yes. Alright, guys, see you next time. Thank you to Dan and Chaos Cultist for joining me, and also to Phobos for joining us in our mission.
Phobos can now get the F out.
Allied destroyer has left squadron.
Dan too.
Oh, cool. I got my personal order.
The super destroyer.
And we're going to go ahead and call it. Thank you guys so much. Good night, everybody. Have a wonderful hobby night.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.